What's up, everyone? Welcome to the capsule. We are back. Also have Kamile in the building. She's in London for a while, so
surprise.
We're taking the opportunity to have her back. One of my favourite podcasts. One of my favourite people. I'm still lecturing as well at UEL. I'm still doing the pod, the What Can We Learn Wednesdays.
These are so fun. How did you? Why did you decide to do them?
Why?
Yeah, like how did you decide to do them?
I think. Oh, you know what it was? Is I did. There's one jungle reel of me talking about jungle.
Oh, that one viral.
Okay. That went viral, and there's a couple of others that I did. I talked to who was the beginning ones? I can't remember now. There was one or two that I did almost by accident. It was like clips from the pod, and I was just talking about my opinions on someone, like the jungle one, and I overlaid it with the clip of who I was talking about, and those did extra well. So I was like, interesting. And then obviously Lee does the Facts and Fine Liners page. So if you don't know that, check out Facts and Fine Liners. But me and him were talking, and he was like, bro, you should like do that as like a thing, like kind of how you do. How he does the like facts and fine lines and talks about animals and stuff. It's like, I was like, oh yeah, I have loads of like opinions on different. He's like, yeah, just do that and, and overlay the clips of the dancer and stuff. And then Jen it kind of was a few conversations coinciding because also we were talking about getting more like entry level content for the capsule. So like people that aren't dancers or aren't as deep into the scene as we are, how can they still engage with the capsule as well as the really deep in the scene people? So a lot of these reels are like, you know, it might be not that it's obvious knowledge, but it's more like hopefully everyone can kind of gain something from it. But it's like I'm not talking to the like professionals where I'm like, oh, you have to have your own style. It's like everyone that's been 10 years in the scene knows that. But it's more for the beginner dancers or the like casual fans of dance, like making it more accessible and also providing a little bit of context of who the people are and that type of thing. So if they, you know, we did one on Danny Dan, and then when they watch the Olympics, they're like, oh yeah, that's the guy that Luke was talking about on the thing, and that's why he's good. Oh, I can see. So hopefully it like, you know, brings a bit more, like not non-dancer, but you know, that type of.
I know, it's just to a broader audience, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
But how do you know if it works? Like, can you tell by people that like the posts?
Well, they're doing way better than any of my other posts.
So then the secret is probably you giving an insightful information and having these overlaid videos.
I think so for the reels. It's also like it's the more you broaden who you're appealing to, the more people will engage. You know what I mean? It's like if there's a reel of like me talking about like a battle in Birmingham, that was like a popping only battle. Like that's a like very
super narrow. But
if I'm talking about what can we learn from a dancer and like if it's like the twins or something, it's there's so many people that are going to see that and don't need to know anything about dance to be like, oh, that's interesting. Like that's cool to, you know, so it's just that, and that was the point of it. The twins fan pages just got a hold of the twins one I did. It took a while. Here we go.
Wait, they took it off?
But I mean, as in they've all seen it and they've been sharing it and stuff. So now it's gonna like go around those circles. Because at first it was
sharing
like,
in a good way, or sharing.
Yeah. Sharing. All of them have been sharing in a good way. Like they, because before it was like most of these reels they're doing better than most of my stuff, but they're kind of around 700-800 likes, maybe like 15,000-20,000 views, which is cool. Yeah. There's a couple that have gone extra. Like the jungle one is on like 750,000 views. On YouTube it's almost on 2 million views. And then there's a couple other ones, I think one of Nene at Summer Dance and another one that I've like gone a bit more. But like the Le Twins one was kind of like sat in the middle, so it was like around 700 likes. So I was like, okay, that's kind of my core audience. It's been like that for like 2-3 weeks, and then literally just today
took off.
It's like I'm getting comments, and then now it's like gone, like it's like went from like 15,000 to like 30,000 views, like I think basically today. And then people are like sharing it. So I put it on my story, but like I got into it. I was very respectful, but like someone reposted it and just, it's like one of those fan pages.
Is it one of the comments that what was it?
They reposted it and then I inboxed them and I was like, it was like some fan page. And I was like, look, I'm happy for you to repost the thing, but could you just credit me in the caption? Because they hadn't. Okay. And they were like, I tagged you in the video. Like, you know when you just tag someone? And I was like, I see that, but like, could you just, if you're going to use, all I'm asking is just if you use it, could you credit me in the caption? And they were like, But I always tag people in the videos. I don't write in the caption. I was like, I understand that, but it's my work. Like, if you're going to share my work, like, I prefer if you tag me in the caption, or just if you don't want to do that, fine. But I'd prefer you didn't use it then. And they were like just getting pissy, and they're like, well, I told you I tagged you in the video, and if you don't like it, I don't know what else to tell you. What? And I was like,
it's just a tag. That's all.
It's so minimal. And I was like, okay, well then if that's, I can just report the post for copyright infringement if that's the vibe that you're going. And they were like, it's my page, I can do what I want with it. Okay, like, you don't have to come in my DMs and tell me how to do. It's like, the thing is, like, they have like 15,000 followers, this page, but all of their posts have like 30 likes.
Of course.
So I'm like, you've bought followers, you don't know anything about social media. You're
Painful.
Just like, because it's like, if you have a page that's doing well, you understand that people are going to ask you to credit. Like, it can't be the first time that someone said it to you. They were acting so surprised. So I'm like, weird. You just bought followers. You're a Le Twins fan page, but you're like, you don't like whatever. So I was like, all right, it's all good. And then they blocked me.
How is it strange though that some people make it their personality trait to like something?
I was thinking it's on the train home about fan pages and like,
it's sort of strange. It's like, I get it because you maybe relate, because I probably, like, I've just finished The Office again, and I cried at the end because I was like,
oh yeah, like,
it's just I live their life. And even some things that they go through, I'm like, that's exactly what, or not even exactly, but I just relate to
and that's
them
how
in
it's
some
designed
way
to be when they make it.
But then obviously for some people it might be dancers, but it's just like having it as a personality trait.
No, but I think it's different because it's like
strange.
I was thinking about this today actually, but like there's like songs that could make me cry, like over and over and over, because I'm so like
blue double.
Exactly, that one for sure. Barbie Girl, another one. But like, and there's like rappers that I like followed since they were like, to be honest, like I was actually hurt when Mac Miller died. Like it was like a real like I was like, why am I upset? Like I didn't even fucking know this guy. But and also I think I think this is the difference. I'm able to like reason my thoughts. Yes. So I was like genuinely like feeling upset when he died, right? When I found out about that. And then I was like, what? Like, why am I upset because some rapper that I've never met died, right? And then I was like, okay, we're very similar age.
Yeah.
Like I've followed him since like before he had his first album out. So I've like followed his career all the way. And he died like by accident. And he's a very like, even as a rapper, he's like, he's not like a gangster.
No, yeah,
rapper.
He's got a likable personality.
Yeah, he's like funny. He comes from like a kind of middle class sort of thing. So I was like, like I really identify with someone like him.
Yeah.
And then it's like, fuck, like that. I was taking it on like, oh my God, imagine if like, that could be me, like someone's life being cut. I'm like, imagine my life now, that was the end of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like we lived the same, we're I think pretty much the same age.
Yeah.
So it was like, imagine someone my age just die. I was like, fuck, that's like heartbreaking to know about and like to follow the thing. So I can reason that and not be like, I didn't know him at all. Like I'm not necessarily upset having lost him. It was just how it hit me in that moment. And I was also probably not emotionally stable. But I think, it's those fan pages things are interesting where it's like, you can't separate your love of the person or you like you said, you make it your whole personality and then you like start an Instagram page where you're posting stuff about them and like, even for like, I don't know, like I get being a mega fan or, I have people that I'm like a huge fan of, but I can't say.
Yeah, no, me neither. But I don't know. Maybe it's not strange when you think about it because you also don't know where the people are coming from. They might not have much going on, or they might.
But in a way that makes
find them super inspirational, right, or find them as motivators and something. Like they might mean something way more than it means to me.
But it's a weird way to express it, no?
Of course. Like to create a fan page and then also trash someone on the DMs saying that you wouldn't put a caption on.
I mean, to take it that seriously. It's like,
that's
the thing. It's like it's like, no, I'm not it's my page. It's a Le Twins fan account that they've never seen. Like, you know what I mean? It's such a thing to be like so. It's like I spend hours making that video when I'm in the middle of a busy week and like I'm building something and it's my business. Hopefully, you know what I mean? It's like, and you'll just like have a Le Twins account that you repost stuff from other people. It's like, all right, like, could you not be like, okay, you're doing something more. I get why you would want the tag or whatever. Anyway, but very strange. I think Karam has a couple of fan pages made
Does
for him.
he?
I think so.
Did you create one of them? Just say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I created the AIM Collective fan page. I'm going to.
No, that would be so weird.
How did your Nike thing go?
Oh yeah, it went quite. I mean, it went quite well. We didn't win.
Okay, who won?
I'm pretty sure Genesis, so Diablo's
right.
crew, or well, yeah.
What does their shoe look like? Can we is it online?
Hit their shoe.
Yeah,
it was a good shoe, by the way. So we saw it and we were like, yep, you know, like we can tell that they're gonna do well because it's just a very simple staple shoe, Air Force they chose. It's all black with the.
Did you get given the dunks,
green.
or you chose dunks?
No, I think we were given, like we were. I think at first it was kind of between the two, but then when we just wanted to make sure they were. Yeah, I think it's dunks.
Air Force or dunks.
Yeah,
right.
Dunks. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know why Genesis chose Air Forces, but I think there's also them being different or doing things differently might be part of how they are. You know.
I also think Nike wise, I think like dunks and Air Force are probably their main dance shoe.
Yeah, and also having them designed, like having both designed, then people can see us.
Yeah,
both. And obviously, there's more that you can design. It's not only shoes.
Yeah, sure.
But I think we did quite well. I mean, I was really.
So a lot of good comments.
Yeah, we had so many, and
yeah.
people were so supportive, which we obviously thank you very much. But yeah, it was really nice. But also, it was because it was on the app, so it was for the members. There were. In total, I think the last time I checked, there were 5,000 comments.
Oh, comments! Wow,
comments, yeah, because that was part of the challenge. You have to say which ones you like and why, and then they get chosen. You know, the best comment wins.
So 5K that were commented on your one.
No, it was all under. Yeah, but that's still a lot.
Yeah,
I didn't.
A lot of engagement with it.
I know. I didn't expect that at all. And yeah, there were so many random people that went above and beyond complimenting on our shoe, and I thought, wow, that's nuts because we did create our shoe and. We did really use everything that we could, you know, like every single aspect of Nike by You. We were like, yeah, well, let's put it on. Let's make this shoe. Because I've told everyone, if we made a shoe, all three of us, it would have just been black.
Yeah.
It would have just been freaking black and nothing else. And we were like, we cannot make.
Was that with you when I spoke about the... No, it was with Lewis, I think, when I showed him the shoe that I made on Nike by You.
Oh, the white one that you said, yeah. I know, because we would have just made black one, because, where, like, we have similar
style. It
style.
forces you to, like...
Yeah, it forces you to try things, and that's really nice. So, yeah, we're very happy. And we're happy with the content we produce as well.
Yeah,
we like the video,
cool.
yeah.
Really cool.
I think it was very much, like, UK vibes, London vibes.
Yeah.
Which was
really
sick.
Nice.
That's what we tried to convey. So yeah.
I really like those pictures that Sophia did as well.
Oh my god, yeah, that's so cool. Yeah,
she did good. She's come a long way.
Oh no, well she has, she's done amazing, and she stayed there even though she had I think to go to work, and we were like, frick, we need pictures as well.
Oh, okay.
And so that was awesome.
That's all right. Screw her job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Sick.
Thank you very much.
Happy for you.
I'm happy for myself.
What else do we have? Oh, did you see? No. I know you've got a few things.
Okay.
I don't know if I sent it to you. Did I? The JLS guy falling over. Did you see it?
Yeah, but I didn't know who they are.
Oh, so you know he hosted Dance Your Style this year in the UK.
Oh no, but
he's a dancer. Like I think he.
Oh, Dance Your Style, Red Bull.
Yeah. The UK one.
This year, I don't think I'm.
I don't think you were there.
Yeah.
He the guy who it is that fell, he co-owns or something Bass Studios. Is his like studio. But yeah, for those
Why was he on the stage?
Because he's from a boy band. That's how he got big.
Oh,
he's a dancer. Got big from being in a boy band, and then they do like a reunion tour or something.
For him.
Yeah, we'll try and put it on screen for those that haven't seen it, but basically he tries to do a backflip and slips and falls on his back, which like thank God he's not hurt or anything like that, of course.
Yeah, but that's...
And massive props for getting up and getting back and the show goes on kind of thing. Vibes.
That was awesome. But you know what?
It's still funny though.
You reminded me. For a couple of weeks, I lie. not a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Only a few times in my life have I thought about it. But I thought,
What a drastic
I know. I thought what would be embarrassing or shameful in a dance battle or like a show, or where you have to dance. And I always thought about slipping. Like if I would slip, man,
I've slipped in a battle before.
But I wouldn't know what to do.
I think you have to laugh. Like if he's like actually cut up about this,
Then
he's taking it too seriously, I think.
Yeah.
If you watch the video, it's first of all, anyone falling is funny.
Yeah.
As long as they're okay, it's always funny.
Oh my God, sometimes I watch B-boy fail compilations.
Oh yeah. Oh. Come on, B-boys are falling left, right and center. It's normal. But like, okay, you go to do the backflip, you slip, you land on your back, and then you get up and carry on. So props, like he like it's just a one thing. He didn't mess up the whole show, nothing like that. Yeah. And it's also like it's not like he did something wrong. Like he didn't. If he forgot the choreo, that would be embarrassing in a way because you look like unprepared, or if you're in the back dying and you don't know what the routine is, that doesn't look good. But for this, it's like you literally just slip. Like it happens,
and
like,
it happens. Yeah,
it's not he literally did nothing wrong. So it's like you just have to laugh at yourself. Like you have to be like, that is hilarious. Fuck it. Like no, I don't think this reflects badly on him as a performer at all. It's just a funny mistake.
Funny mistake, and we're laughing because I think we're all thinking the same thing. Like it can.
If that was me, I'd be laughing as well. Like
yeah, man. But I just
I've slipped in a battle before. Was I embarrassed? I don't think so.
Aww.
Oh, you know what? It's a hilarious. Oh God, I just remembered this. Okay, I was embarrassed of this because I was young.
Your trousers came off.
That also happened. Oh my God, fuck! You're bringing back memories. Okay, wait. Where should we start?
Okay.
The time when I slipped, I literally just. I think the bottom of my trousers went over my heel and I slipped a little bit. And I kind of like played it out, but we all saw, and it wasn't doing anything impressive. The time when my trousers came down, my belt broke mid-battle. I don't know. It just like, I think the way I was wearing a belt with like really baggy jeans. I used to dress way, way baggier than I do now. And
you're a skinny bitch now.
Yeah. And it broke. No, I think I was skinnier then. It broke, but like it was kind of coming down and I had to like hold them up, but like everyone could see.
Up in here.
Yeah, I just like held on and kind of finished my rounds. Actually, no, you know what? I tried to stop. No, this was actually really sweet.
Stop and fix it?
No, as in like, so I'm done. And this is when I first, this is at Throwdown. I first had come in the scene. I was maybe like 18, 19 maybe. Yeah. And like everyone else was older and it's all the B-boys and stuff. So then, yeah, it was in the hip hop battles and my belt broke and I kind of like, I was holding it and then I kind of like just went like, and like everyone saw it, I kind of pointed it and I just went to like, all right, never mind. Like I finished my round and then they were like, no, go, like, come on. And I was like, okay. So then I like just held on and like finished my round and people were clapping and stuff. I still lost, but.
I wanted to say like at that point, if you're just starting and that thing happens to you, you must be so awkward. Because you know, if it happens like
it was right
your paradox or someone and that happens, like you make it into a thing. Yeah, if that happened to me confident. My first year.
Oh no, so this is a better one. So this is where I was pretty embarrassed afterwards. So at Style Fest in, I'm gonna say Edinburgh. 2009. 2008, 2009.
Oh my God, you know what you do?
What?
A lot of OGs that I've met, all older people, that when they tell stories, they go,
Are you calling me old?
No. Listen. Now that I tell you, you'll notice. So many of them go, yeah, and it was the first battle that we did, and that was 1976. No, 1973. I'm like, who cares? Why does it matter? It doesn't matter.
That's true.
They would drop dates and I met him 2018.
Yeah, and it's like, I think it was October. No, it was November. No, it was summer. And you're like, just get on with the story. Yeah, okay, cool.
So you're the same.
Right. So back into so anyway, Stylefest. It was in Stratford Circus, and they used to have like a little raised stage, and it was like, when I say raised, it was like literally this, just a big square, slightly up like that. So you could just step off it.
I'm waiting.
So then I was battling, I want to say Turbo and Bruno, who are to this day good friends of mine.
Okay.
And we'd got through prelims. It was me and my friend Mustafa. I think it was like one of the first times maybe one of the first times I got through prelim. It was pretty like early on. And I was like gassed and I was like, okay, I'm ready to battle. Let's go at them and blah, blah. So we were like, even them, like they're friends of mine and stuff, but we were like, yeah, let's go, blah, blah. So I like did something like I was like walking back and I did like come on, like blah blah, and because I was too focused on them, I like took a step too far and like like my foot slipped off the stage. But it was in such a moment of me trying to be like aggressive battle mode, like yeah, come on, and then I like slipped and everyone saw it, and then I kind of got back on the stage like okay.
Oh,
like,
so you didn't really fall?
no, I didn't fall over, but like it was just
You were,
just
like,
like
tripped?
a yeah, like walking like. And then like everyone was like
Gangsta.
that was pretty embarrassing because it was me trying to be so like I'm ready to battle, I'm a big grown up.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's the worst.
that was embarrassing. I don't know what else, if there's anything else.
I don't think anything like that happened to me. To be fair, I remember slipping. It was because it was outside and it just rained and it was a bit wet, but it was like a very like you could see me going like this, but it was very minor. I think it was more in my face because I was like I didn't expect it. But I've never tripped because that would be like, I mean, I wouldn't, and I don't do floor work. So if I tripped,
Like I got nothing down here.
I've got nothing. I'd be like pretending that I'm, you know, it would be just the worst.
True.
But yeah, when I sometimes watch b-boy compilations and even like when they fight as well.
Do you see the I think it was in India where the guy
punched
slapped him or something.
Oh, I
When
thought
who? Gravity. Yeah,
he
yeah.
punched, but he punched. He went for someone's head.
I don't know if I've seen
I
there's an
don't-
old one of Lilu kicking someone in the face. That's hilarious.
Okay, yeah, maybe that has happened as well. But yeah, them guys, crazy.
I'm trying. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else embarrassing.
don't
But yeah,
have
anyway,
embarrassing
on the JLS thing,
Oh yeah, poor him. I mean, yeah. I hope he can
I
laugh.
hope he's not taking it too seriously.
No, you're right. You can't,
You cannot take that too seriously.
because that would, if it wasn't him, it would have been me.
Yeah,
If I was in a boy band,
it happens.
like that stuff happens. So no one's
Yeah.
safe.
no one is safe from falling on their back. And at least he's okay. That's the main thing.
Aye.
What were you had?
Yeah, you want to
couple of-
play,
Yeah, go on. We have
guys?
we have
I'm
some
ready.
games and stuff.
Because why am I ready? Because I'm ready. Because how you do small things is how you do everything. And this is a small thing. Sorry, Luke.
Wait, what?
Because I was like, why am I ready for your pod that
Oh,
you're
right, because-
supposed
yes.
to be ready for?
Yeah,
and
no,
I
I
say,
get it.
because how you do small things is how you do everything. And that's
Cool.
a small thing for me.
Yeah.
Right, so the first one, and listen, I put some thought, but not too much, so don't come for me.
Guys, you can answer and play along in the comments as well.
You can, which I love. You say that every time and there's only one comment.
No one comments.
It's just Kieran
But then,
said
you know what-
Bratislava.
You know what it is though? Yeah, I saw that. But it's like people write to me personally to answer stuff or talk about stuff on the pod. Like they'll voice note me, they'll write to me, they'll DM me about stuff that we said on the pod, and then there's no comments. I'm like,
I mean,
that's what the comments are for.
yeah, but I guess I think maybe you have to be a very specific type of fan.
Yeah.
Because
Or if it's the only way to get to someone, like when it's someone famous,
yeah,
you wite in the comments because they're not, they're not going to answer.
yeah,
their
they
DMs.
wouldn't see. Yeah, because
They need to
I
stop
was
answering.
thinking. Yeah, I think so. But I mean, even if they write to you now, it's probably fine.
Yeah.
Like that just means they're interactive.
Yeah, I'm
interacting.
happy that people care.
Okay, so my first one, just the first one that I came up with
What is this?
was
What is-
pros and cons of dating a dancer.
I hate that you say prawns and cons. It's
Pros
so
and
annoying.
cons. Pros and
You mean
cons.
pros and cons?
No, I mean prawns.
Pros,
Prawns.
you definitely don't mean prawns.
Pros of dating a dancer. So
Shrimps.
let's go. Let's go with the prawns and let's go with the.
Well, okay, so the cons that everyone says is that they will say that it's too close to home.
Oh,
What were you
I
gonna-
wouldn't have. I wouldn't have thought about it.
Really?
Too close to home. What does that mean?
Like
Like you can relate so much, it becomes hateful. What?
no, I
I
mean
just relate to you. I get everything about you. Like,
well, yeah, I mean that's the positive spin on it, but the negative spin is like when do you have your own time, your own friends, it's too like everything is. Or what if you have a fight and then you're on a job together, or you know what I mean?
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Which is similar cons to having your partner be in the same friendship circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
It's the
I
same as,
haven't
like-
thought about it, but I can see
This is
it.
not what I feel. This is like what a lot of people say.
Yeah. I think. Well, then it might not be necessarily what I think, but it's a stereotype that not stable, like not stable financially, or not stable. In terms of active, like being active, maybe, you know what I mean?
Active.
Because I don't only want to say like, oh, financially, meaning like if you don't make enough money,
Yeah.
there are multiple other jobs that, and you might not make the,
Yeah, but it's also a
But
bit
it's
of a
also about
different
how-
lifestyle in the sense with money. It's a different lifestyle for a lot of professional dancers that you know that your life is like, okay, you might work loads for 3 months and then not at
And
all
not-
for 2 months, and then you might go back to a bar.
That's what I
job
mean
and back
about
to
activity, that I didn't
Right.
know how to put it.
Yeah, I think I
Productivity,
think a lot of
activity.
dancers would admit that that's the way a lot of them live. Even actors are similar. It's like
Yeah.
if you're in
It's just you
between
don't know
roles,
when
you'll-
it co-
yeah,
when
you
the
go
next
work at a
job
coffee
comes
shop
up.
and stuff, and
Yeah.
sometimes you might have loads of money, sometimes you might have no money, and it's like for people that have only ever worked stable jobs, that must be weird to them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah, I'm the minority of a full-time employee, 9 to
Yeah.
5, and which is funny because sometimes when I tell people and they do the same thing, they're like, "Bruh,
yeah.
you're not the only one."
But
anyways.
yeah, I was pretty. I've had up and downs with the freelance thing, but I think it's been a bit different than because I'm not. I think my freelance life has been more trying to build a business / career as opposed to
Just be freelancing.
waiting on job. Yeah, I haven't been ever like. Well, there's been moments where I've been freelancing and the jobs have kind of gone up and down.
Yeah, of course.
But it's always been like a lot of the times where, let's put it this way, a lot of times where I've been like low on money is a lot of times I've been low on money is because I'm investing in something. So like when I started the capsule,
Yeah.
my finances went down the drain because
Duh.
I'm spending all my time working on this thing which isn't paying me yet, but then I don't have time to do the thing that was paying me, which is photography and video before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like there was
Yeah, but that is what I mean. Because
Oh, right.
financially, let's say, yeah, maybe you could be making more money, but you're not. But that's
Yeah.
because
I'm making
you
a
are
choice to-
active.
yeah.
You are choosing to do work. It
Yes.
might not be paid well, and maybe that's the sacrifice that you have to put in for like the
Yeah.
first few years until it pays off. So that would be another.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean the it's also one of those careers where it's like it kind of follows you home. You can't just leave it at the office. And I know a lot of people
Yeah.
don't love that in their relationship where they're like, I mean, we're fucking in my living room at whatever time it is,
We are.
8:30 at night.
I see laundry.
Yeah, so
in the
it's
corner.
like this is very like my work is following me
Yes.
home, and luckily like I have a lot of real friends in my work scene,
Yeah.
so that we can do this and it not be weird or uncomfortable. But it is one of those things that it's like it could be easy to not understand why you're working at 8:30 at night or you're on the phone to this person or that type of thing. So I think that's another reason, another con
Okay.
for people that aren't in the because it depends for who. Is it
Yeah.
cons
No,
of
as
dating a dancer if you're
As
a dancer?
As a dancer.
Okay. As a dancer dating another dancer.
Yeah. I also, because I'm into men, and if like again, it's a stereotype. It really doesn't mean that it's like everyone, but I've been on the end of receiving attention from people that were not supposed to give me attention. So maybe a stereotype would be I'm just a maybe. Come on,
Guys, this is
just all
entertainment purposes. Allegedly,
yeah,
we need to say. Allegedly.
I don't. Obviously, if I would find someone attractive and I would like them,
Yes.
then it means that I trust them, I respect them.
Yes.
That wouldn't be an issue. But maybe like generally, I don't know if it's a trustworthy bunch of people.
Right. I see where you're going with this. Right. This is definitely
It's just-
criticism of dancers.
Right? Because it's
But
just...
I think it's also criticism of a lot of, we say it as dancers because we're dancers, but like actors are known for this type of thing. And
So is it entertainment? Is it the fact that you're always
yeah.
around, you're always with people, you're also dance is it's sensual, it can be passionate. You could just be, getting down like at the party, but it might be more.
But I mean, also, this is also a question. Like if we're talking about like cheating or flirting with other people or whatever you shouldn't be doing, is that just people? And we
It is just
because
people.
we're in dance, we're like, wow, dancers are really like that.
Yeah.
But then there's like finance people that are like, yo, finance world is
Yes.
great. It's like, it is just people. Like 60% of people are
It
not
is just
trustworthy.
people.
You know what I
I
mean?
agree with that for sure. However, I think that for now, at the moment, most of people in power are men.
This is going
Because
deep.
I'm talking from my perspective. If you have different sexuality or whatever, like
Yes.
your dynamic might be different, but I'm talking
Cool.
from my perspective
Yes.
as if I'm answering the question. So a lot of people in power are men, and then but still a lot of women come attend classes, a lot of women go to parties, a lot of women battle, blah blah blah. So I think maybe it is everybody, like it doesn't, maybe it's not, we're not so focused on the industry then, but I think that they just get it easier because when I was younger, like I idolized some of them. You know how we just said about the fans? Like I was probably a fan. I was a fan. I was
same.
like, I couldn't believe if they were in the room and I would like see them, because back in the day was YouTube. You would just watch YouTube battles and then you see them in real life and you're like, whoa, like
This person's
unbelievable.
in real,
It's an idol. So I think there are also, I could see how they could use that. Because I'm just so naive and young, and I'm like, oh, I cannot believe that this person is showing me attention.
Yeah, right.
So that is my 2 cents. But I don't.
But again, that could happen in every industry. Or different, you know what I mean?
Can, but I just mean like for us specifically, there's a lot of like men traveling away from their family, away from their spouses, away. And what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. It's not how you say it. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Maybe it's one of those, if you're from USA and you go to Japan.
Oh, I think a lot of that
it's
happens.
like you might just have a baby here and there.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. But, well, man, maybe.
No,
but
I'm
definitely
joking.
these type of things happen all over. I mean, for
don't
everyone.
know.
But
just food for thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That would definitely be a con. Also, I wonder, because there's 2 sides to what I'm about to say. Like, one could be that it's like, well, this is what I was thinking is like, okay, dancers, are we thinking, someone it's kind of like tends to be like a universal thing that people say, like dancers it's attractive if you can dance.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And like, especially like more in the commercial realm, I guess, but like in general, it's like it tends to be the people that are like stereotypically like good looking, in shape, like these type of things that are like getting booked for these jobs. I think it's changing a bit now anyway, but like
more ugly people are getting booked. Is that what you say?
Well, no, they're looking for more like not just the stereotypical good looks, if you know what I mean. But even still, everybody finds different types of people attractive. So it could be more that it's like, all right, you're spending your life around like good looking successful people that can dance. Like it's a lot more maybe temptation than being around the same people in the office who are just kind of average people. You know what I mean? It's like they live an average life, whereas like every day you're on a shoot and it's like a beautiful person who's in great shape, and then they're like, I was just in Japan doing this and I was doing this and then I went over and you're like, your life is sick, like you're doing, you know what I mean? It's like a very like
no, but that definitely works.
Easy to be swept up in if you're not strong.
Absolutely, because look with the Instagram, like you can create your own delusion with how you follow, like who you follow and how you check in, because not everybody goes on holiday, but if everyone that you follow is an influencer and then go, you know what I mean, like it's the same sort of thing, like you can
must be the same as like models and stuff, like
your environment can do that. Okay,
and
do we have
I have another thing on the cheating thing. I also think dance, again, it's not really my lifestyle of dance because I have a very kind of bespoke career, I think. But with the general dance, commercial dance or professional dancer life, it's quite lonely. Like you're on different jobs with different people. You're doing like 6 weeks here, a month here, 2 days here.
You
and it's
might want some entertainment.
Well, yeah, or just connection.
Oh,
if you're depending on how sympathetic you're being, like it could be you just want some entertainment, or it could just be like, all right, I'm especially living in London or New York or these places, you're going home to like a room in a shared house with people that you don't know in a big city that no one knows you, and then it's like, and this is not to necessarily only say about cheating, but just kind of the entertaining of these activities, single or not single.
Look at us. Entertaining these activities,
tiptoeing around to what we're trying to say, but like, yeah, if you're traveling and doing all that and you're here, it's like I kind of get it where it's like if you click with someone, it's like we got to fast forward this process because like we're gonna not speak to each other after 3 weeks, and that's kind of part of the lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's another one. Yeah, they might be traveling a lot. Let's say especially if they're successful, maybe that's not what you want. It might work for someone, to be away and then you're back together.
It's hard to, and to maintain a like
But,
strong, healthy relationship doing that, and especially if your partner is flying all over the place. It must be tough.
It must be, probably. But that is part of the job.
So these are cons.
Yeah. Pros.
You've messed me up.
For me, like the biggest one for me would be just the fact that I would be able to dance with someone. By the way, not popping, but dance.
Oh, the thought of you doing like a Fresno next to
boom, boom, boom. No, not. Oh, and yeah, you can have all of them.
Yes, these are so good.
These are so good. Not, but even popping. Obviously, if he was a popping dancer, it would be fun. But I think just knowing that we can just dance. Oh, that would be so adorable.
Like how?
Like I go, hello? You go to a club.
Like
and
that.
you can just dance and you dance so well and like you can be,
I hate dancing out.
That's why you're such a shitty dancer.
Woo!
Because so many people just train and don't dance. But
I can dance. I just don't like it.
That's a problem.
Unless I'm drunk.
Yeah. Still a problem. Well, that's for me. So for you, it might not apply. Let me take this back.
I like it in dancer nights.
Oh, like when it's dancers and not just you. Yeah,
like, I don't like it.
Fair enough.
Like if I go out with like 5 people who aren't dancers and then they're like, oh my God, you're a dancer. Let's go out dancing. And I'm like,
that's my favorite thing is when it's my favorite.
What?
Do you remember that I'm still sarcastic and a lot of things I say are not?
Oh, that's your least favorite thing. Okay.
So my favorite thing is when I join a new company, like with regular people that don't dance.
Right.
And then they find out that I dance and then there's this first party that we have and there's this like you always form a circle somehow and they just stare at me.
Please
and
leave me alone.
and I like to dance. That's the thing. And I'm not the type of dancer that would be if I'm drunk, I might do a popping round. I've done these things before. I've done this before. But I do it for entertainment. I know that they will go, wow, crazy. Yeah. Who is this white girl?
Fair enough.
But they just stare at me and like they wait. I don't know. Do they want
That's
me to
the energy
lead?
I don't like.
Do they want to copy my moves? I'm But also you don't have to dance. If your partner dances, you can do it, in your living room.
Yeah,
that's fun. That's just that one connection that if maybe someone didn't dance or even didn't like to dance, because you might not dance the way like as actively as we do, but you can just like dancing, and you can still have these moments in your life. But if it's someone that just doesn't dance and doesn't like to dance, then that's that one connection that
you don't have,
and that's why you go.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, I hear it.
Joking.
No, I hear it.
No one take me seriously. On this pod.
When you get into a relationship, I'm going to send them this clip.
No, I don't cheat. Are you mad?
Yeah, that's because you don't have a relationship.
No, I told you about that thing where I even said no. Where you and Lucia were like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Tell everyone.
Yeah, that was too far. No, that was too far.
Well, too far. That was the right thing to do. What do you mean?
Yeah, it was like as in, I'm trying to get into heaven, but like, no, that was above and beyond. No, there
you go.
It was.
I don't cheat.
You weren't in the relationship; someone else was, and you protected their relationship by saying no. It's like, yeah, all right, I guess, but like,
because I would hate to be hurt.
Of course, which is the like I said, you're gonna get into heaven because of that. But
thank you.
Also,
well, I've said a lot of shit on this pod, and I've gotten a lot of hate, so I might go.
Yeah, but nothing. I might be stuck in between. No, they were all wrong about that.
Anyways. But yeah, okay. So, any other pros? Well, physically active, someone who has an interest. So one of them is physically active. Yeah. Another one is interest.
Yes.
Passion.
Yeah, like they have something that they're passionate about, if they are passionate. Because there's some dancers that aren't passionate about their career or their dance.
Okay.
They're just lazy. There's a lot of people like that.
I haven't met them, so.
So, really? No, you must have.
No, I think everybody that I meet are just so like, wow, I'm in love.
Yeah, true.
I don't know, maybe.
No, there's a few. But, passionate about something physically. I think I'm saved by the fact that I dance. Like my fucking
me too.
Diet and life. My diet is terrible. But like, well, no, it's not terrible. But like, this is also the thing. Close. No, it is terrible. But it's like this is the thing that is like it's the blessing and the curse, right? It's like I spoke about this with Jen a lot. But it's like I need to eat better and work out more because, like, especially as I'm getting older, like I'm getting tighter. I've got neck injuries and stuff, and it's like I need to keep my body strong.
Protect.
But it's like I also beat myself up a lot because of like how I look, how in shape I am, these type of things. Because for the last 15 years, I've been around some of the most in shape people on the planet. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm looking at, oh my God.
No, I'm not in shape.
Oh, anyway. Don't put me in an awkward position to have to objectify you on the podcast. No, but it's like, if I'm looking at guys, let's say, it's like, no, but it's like, okay, I'm being honest. It's like, okay, I'm thinking about, like, let's say my insecurities or anything like this, which we all have, but it's like I'm comparing myself to fucking Karam and Sunny and people like that.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I compare myself
these are
to them.
Olympic level breakers, Olympic athletes that I'm looking at myself and going, oh, I'm not in shape because I'm not as strong as fucking Lee from the Ruggeds, or I'm not as like in shape as Karam or something. And it's like, realistically, if I worked in an office my whole life, I'd be one of the most in shape people there. Do you know what I mean? Or like the most physically active, the most stamina. But it's just because of the people I'm around, I'm on the bottom rung of it.
Yeah.
Like I don't smoke, I barely drink. So it's like I don't have really bad like life habits. Even the way I eat is like, for the average person, is not terrible. For a high level dancer, it's not great.
Yeah, it's not sustainable, I guess, if you want to keep your shape.
Yeah. So I think if I didn't dance, and I like, let's say I dance like a couple times a week, like sometimes I go without, but it's like once or twice every week or so. But it's like, if I didn't have that and I just sat in an office 8 hours a day and then came home and went to sleep, I'd be in horrendous shape.
You would be, yeah. You would be.
So yeah, I think there's definitely that.
I also think that especially with not especially, I don't know actually, because I don't know much about other dances, but just because we're into,
don't let that stop
in hip hop culture, because I wanted to say, especially with street dance, it seems that someone who would be interested in dances, they would be, I feel like they would be more open. I think generally people would be more open and not that conservative or not judgmental, because when you're
a bit more free-spirited,
you're more, well,
artsy
there's
fairies.
Also
we are
that I can put that into cons straight away. Don't need someone
the artsy fairies,
of course. I don't need someone to read my zodiac
well,
sign.
there's levels to it, isn't there?
Yeah,
because even the most like conservative of us are more artsy fairies than the average person.
There's like a range. I
don't mean conservative as in the political parties.
No, me neither. That's what. Yeah. But I think just the fact alone that I think Funky May posted it. There was that freestyle session event, and there was a whacking battle, and like she just filmed the whole room and wrote something like, "Oh, B-boys," and it's like B-boys watching whacking, and they're just like this. But also I get it. That I get it, but also what I meant is that, but you are in the room with different people, and you are in a room with different expressions and how people dress, how people talk, what people think, blah blah blah. So I think that would be a prawn.
Yeah. Jen made fun of me one time because I was at a Vogue ball, and I was just standing there with a beer watching. Yeah. I just literally was just standing there with a beer. I don't even think I was doing anything funny. Like I'm just standing there holding a beer, drinking it, watching. And then she's laughing at me from across the room, and she's like, "You're such a straight guy at a Vogue ball. Like you just stand out." And I'm like, I'm just trying to enjoy it. Like, But it's also like, I think not that you were making such a big thing about the whacking thing or whatever, or the B-boys at the whacking jam. But it's like also the other way to flip that of like maybe the impression is that they're uncomfortable and they don't want to engage. But the flip side of it is being told, like being respectful of all these different cultures that intertwine in our scene. You are told which spaces are and aren't for you. You know what I mean? Like me at a Vogue ball, I've spoke to the ballroom guys, like that was a great pod, by the way, so go check that one out. But like about how it's like supposed to be like, not that it's supposed to be a anti-straight space, but it's like a space for people in that community to safely express themselves. So when I'm there, I'm like, I'm in your place that I'm not, like this isn't for me to be center of attention. So I'm just chilling, watching you guys do your thing. So I'm not going to be all in the front shouting and screaming, because I'm like, this is not, like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like also weird. Like you want to support and engage, but you don't want to just be like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but also by
insert
being
yourself too
in
much.
the space, you can also be supportive
Exactly.
without screaming.
Like you pay your money to go, and that's
No,
that's
and I
you
see that
supporting
as
them.
well. I see that as well. And also, it doesn't just the fact that you like don't enjoy it doesn't. You might just not enjoy it.
Yeah,
like
I never used to enjoy like
say it,
Vogue
say
or
it,
ballroom
say it.
stuff.
Ah, okay.
Well, also I have to say the times when I did see it was as part of like the first
Oh, like
few
it wasn't a ball. It was
no, it wasn't
part
a ball.
Of the
It was like
event.
they used to have a Vogue category at Funkin' Styles.
Oh yeah.
And I still, to this day, find it a little bit out of place. Things that have like such a strong like independent culture,
Yeah,
it's
it
hard
has
to just shoehorn them into other events.
Yeah.
with the audience not being that. So then, when I did go to a ball, the energy is completely different. Like it works so well, in that environment. When you take it just as a category. And it's like seeing like house dancers in a club versus shoehorning them into a battle. You know what I mean? It's like when they're in their
different in their elements.
or crumpers in a session, it's very different from a popping battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's like when you see things in their element, you're like, oh, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't like it as much before, but now I get it.
Any more prawns?
We dress well, we're cool, confident, stuff like that.
Yeah, the sense of style. Yeah, I agree with.
Thank you. Yeah, just stuff like, I think like superficial stuff. There's a lot of like positives, like you said, like interests, passions, stuff like that. Open-minded. I think there's a lot of positives
Yeah,
to dating dancers.
good. I'll make a list because I don't know if I would be down to.
You don't know if you'd be down to date.
I'd be like, I think, as I said, if I would like someone, then well, it wouldn't.
yeah.
No, well, would it matter? I don't know. That's the thing. If I liked
But
someone,
what would be the reason? What the cons that we
let's
said?
say if they did travel a lot, and just because of how I want my life to be now,
You want some stability.
that would probably be difficult. When I was 22, 25, maybe
But that's
even
not
last
them
year.
being a dancer. Like if you did meet a dancer who was like stable in one place, that would be like, oh, okay, fair enough then. It's not just them being a dancer. It's like what the things that come with it.
It comes with yeah.
So as long as those things checked out.
Yeah, those, and also if like the stability aspect.
Yeah.
Also maybe something, because I have the same flaw where I think sometimes I can dream way too much about like dance and where it would take me or how I would do things, and in reality it's not that easy.
Yeah.
So maybe if someone was a bit delusional or like a bit unsure of where they want to take let's say, because if like I do have a 9 to 5, so then the way I dance is maybe slightly different. Like I can afford to go to a battle and not win and not care about it, like in financial sense. Sure. I mean, I still want to win, but maybe let's say if you don't have that stable of an income, or you don't see where you would go in the next few years, but you rely on dance, that it would just take you and you will like get from one gig to another. Maybe I would question that one as well. But that's more in terms, again, like I just like someone who is proactive with their life. Yeah. So that could be anyone. You could work a 9 to 5 and be the same type of person that I'm describing now. But just because we're playing this game. Yeah,
sure. And there's also like with dance there does tend to be some element of like waiting around to see if you get auditions, waiting around to see, you know what I mean? But as opposed to like, it's hard unless you're like also setting up classes, building a business.
But you know what? Because I had an interview now for my new job, and they asked me how I think dance helps me in like a 9 to 5. They had a more specific question. I just cannot remember how to what they said, but pretty much that in those lines. So I said that the fact that I put myself out there to be judged,
that's a good answer.
Like multiple times, and I'm also on the spot of like deliver and perform. I do that way more often than a regular person.
Like there's some people in like retail jobs or wherever, like customer facing jobs, that are like scared to go up and ask someone, do they need help? And it's like, I've danced in front of 3,000 people and not had a clue what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like
you
it's
could
like
come and dance in front of them. In the t-shirt that they are choosing.
Exactly. So it's like, you have a lot less hurdles in that way.
Yes, that's true. So overall, would we date?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
Well, you're kind of dating, Jenny.
Yeah, true.
Well, I mean, I would date as well, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like, but I've dated dancers in the past, and I've dated non-dancers. I've actually had more trouble with non-dancers than I have with dancers in my past relationships.
Okay, but that also our experience does not determine. Like,
no, of course.
We're just playing a game.
Yeah, but like I think also the kind of issues I've had is like, it's more the perception of that than not even the perception of me, but like it's like things that aren't, not that they're not really true, but it's like, okay, say if I'm like close to someone that I've known from the dance, like say for example you, right? Oh, here we go. But like we're close.
Let's say we are close.
Let's imagine that we're close, right? And that we're actually friends. But like we're close from the dance scene, and like I think we have a decent friendship. Hopefully that you feel the same. Don't say anything if you don't. Don't reject me right now as a friend. But I almost made a bad joke. But
I would want to hear it
after. But what was I going to say? So, for example, I think we have like a very normal friendship, like for most standards, right? And it's like, let's say anyone that I'm dating that was like in our scene and knew both of us would look at our friendship and go, oh, that's like a very normal friendship.
Oh my God, they would date you just because they know that. Oh my
God. If that's true, DM me. But what I'm trying to say is, when I've had partners that weren't dancers, right? Yeah. They would look at our friendship and then be like, oh, like you're close with that Kamile girl. She's like, she dances and you guys must have so much in common, and you like her more than me because like you must be way more attracted to someone that you can like all these things. And I'm like, well, just because it's a dancer doesn't mean that I'm automatically going to be closer to them or find them more attractive. And it's like the people that I've been with, it's like, yeah, you're my partner for a reason. Yeah. And I'm not with all these dancers that I've known for 15 years. It's like, if something was going to happen, it would have happened. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or like, but it's not just now that I'm going to compare and go, oh, wait a minute. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's almost their perception of like, oh, dancers are all close and love each other and stuff. And it's like, yeah, sometimes, but also sometimes not. Sometimes they're just friends. Yeah. So it's like, it's more their perceptions of dancers that have like caused me trouble than the actual truth of it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah. But also that probably is just someone's insecurity.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But we are playing a game.
They're my exes.
Okay. Right. Moving on to the next one.
Yes, we have games.
Are we recording? We are.
Yeah.
Right?
Why?
Just because I was like, is there? But you remember we've done it with me before. I think my first ever. Something happened. Yeah.
No, but that wasn't that we weren't recording. Something happened to the file. Yeah.
But anyways,
no one will ever know.
Right. So the last time I was here, right, we did
3 weeks ago.
So many weeks ago.
With Lucia.
We did battle, call out, and jam. So
battle, call out, and jam. Is that what we did?
Well, no, I think there were 4. But regardless, I came up with it. So fuck, marry, kill, dance edition. And believe me, every dancer has played fuck, marry, kill with dancers. Yeah. But we're not going to do it today. We're doing battle, call out. So battle, oh no, that's wrong. So like battle with like your partner up.
That's what it was. Partner, call out, and jam with. So for those that don't understand the game, Camilla's going to name 3 people, and then we have to attribute each one to either who I'd partner with. Yeah. Call out to battle
and jam
with.
Or like exchange. So partner with, we know what that means. Yeah, it's like a good. Anyways, I don't want to explain. Anyway, so
good connection.
You'll do one, and then I won't do the same ones because I think I came up with. Well, let's see.
So should I try and make up something to give you?
Only if you can come up with something very fast, because I am prepared and you're not. So right. Yeah. So the first one for you.
Okay, go on. Are these people that in the UK scene?
No. Well, I just thought of everyone, I wasn't even. Wasn't even thinking like the same. Yeah, you
come
had
up with our own 3, but now you're going to give me 3. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm with ya.
Right. So the first one, Honk 10.
Okay.
Phil Wizard.
Oh God.
And Lee.
Ruggeds.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if there's any.
Partner with Phil Wizard because we'll win everything.
Okay, the confidence.
Yeah.
Because you would be the thing that he needs to win.
No, because Phil is so good he can win even with me holding him back.
Okay.
He's just about a Luke length above everyone else. So with me, we can get a lot of ties.
Okay.
So yeah, partner with Phil because we'll win everything. Call out Hong Ten.
Yeah.
And then jam with Lee.
Why call out Hong Ten?
Because he's a battler.
He's like,
and he's
such a G that he need. Yeah.
So like that would be like, I mean, no, there would be fucking no chance. But I'm like,
Yeah, of course.
of course.
With any of these people, we
But
don't
you know
have
what
any
I like?
chances.
I like that they're not poppers or hip hop dancers because it's like if I'm like let's say it's like
I have came up with popping in.
no we can't. But I mean, in this example, it's like say with Hong Ten, it's like I would still enjoy even if it is actually Hong Ten. I'd still enjoy going like 8 rounds against Hong Ten.
Oh yeah,
it would just be fun.
It would be so fun
To like see how you both respond and have that exchange. Like battling is when you're not so wrapped up in the fucking did I win, did I not, or the like views or whatever it is else. It's like it's actually a fun thing to like battle someone just for fun.
No,
it's
it
like
would
playing
be.
basketball in the like pickup games. You know what I mean? Like when you go out and just play, it's like kind of like that. It's like it's just fun to like.
It is fun.
Like I'd love to play 1-on-1 against LeBron James.
Oh
It would just be fun to see what that's like.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
he would smoke you, but that would be fun.
But you know what? All right, so because you play basketball as well, right?
No, I don't. I like basketball, but no, I don't.
But you're Lithuanian. It's like you're born with a basketball in your hand. It's part of it. You have to play.
Okay.
You know, like in some countries, you have to go to the military for 8 months. In Lithuania, like they send you to a basketball team for 8 months.
Basketball is my favorite sport.
So I played a decent-ish level of basketball here when I was younger. I played up to like county East England level a little bit. And I played against guys who... I've played against someone who ended up in the England team and some people like that who were like of a decent level, right?
Yeah.
And I remember what it's like. Like it was really interesting memory, like to play against people of that level. Because it's like, if I think of myself as like, okay, I was decent for like a normal kind of basketball player. Then I play against them and I'm like, whoa, like the strength, the speed, like it's insane trying to guard someone who's like an England level player. Even like the size and strength of them. And it's like, I've run into screens against guys who are like 6 foot built. It's like, damn, you're solid. Like that, you're not going anywhere. So I'm like, if I can imagine that, how fast they are, how hard it was to chase them down the court. Imagine Kyrie Irving or LeBron.
Oh yeah.
Like, I can't even comprehend.
No, it would be insane.
What it's like, and that's why I would love to like I just want to try.
Yeah, of course.
And
for
like guard Kyrie Irving just to experience how lost I would be.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't think I've never met anyone that's the best person I've played against would get destroyed by Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Or any one of these people.
I see, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, imagine the jump in level from that to that. It's like, what must that be like or even to try and race Usain Bolt and be like, how, like every time I race someone, they're faster than me. I'm not that fast, but it's like, imagine someone that just takes off like that. It's like, I would love to see that up close, you know?
Yeah, no, it would be very, very fun.
Anyway,
next. Bataja, I see Niako.
Battle. Is it Bataja? Is that how you say it?
I think so. Is it not?
I would battle
Well,
Bataja
Batala
for sure.
Batala?
Bataja. I would battle him. I would partner with Icy and jam with Niako.
Okay, I think that I can, no questions.
Reasoning? No questions?
No,
Okay.
I think that totally makes sense.
Okay.
Martha, Joseph, go, lose joint.
Martha, Sweden. She's Swedish? Yeah.
Well, she's not, I think, but...
She's not?
No, I think she lived in Sweden, now she lives in
maybe that's
Germany.
fine. Okay.
But I don't know if she
So
would
Martha,
say she's from Sweden.
Nabwire, yeah. Martha, who?
Joseph, go,
Joseph Go. And
lose joint.
Loose joint. I'm definitely going to jam with Martha.
Yes.
Definitely going to jam with Martha.
I would just watch her. I wouldn't I wouldn't want to dance.
Oh,
But
yeah. That'd be great. Jam with Martha. Battle either Joseph Go or Loose Joint. Nah, Loose Joint. I battle Loose Joint.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
I think I would battle Joseph Go. And partner up with Loose Joint.
Nah.
Okay.
Why?
Just because. I'm very decisive and sometimes I don't even know why I decide.
Just like that's
I just
your decision.
decide things. Yeah.
Nah, because I think like whether or not it's true is another thing. But like in my head, I'm like, I could give Loose Joint a run for his money. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I beat him, especially because like OG-ness and stuff. Like, people are going to see him differently. But I'm like, out of those three, if I had to pick, like, who do I have the best chances at?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
then you would.
Yeah, I'm like a few rounds against Lustra, and I'm like, all right, I can make you sweat. It's probably not true, but it's like the battler inside me that I'm like,
no, good, fair enough.
You know, I think you kind of got to believe that about some people. Where it's like,
of course,
I'd like people to watch that battle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Okay, let's see if we can make this happen.
Yeah.
No, we cannot. Diablo, Paradox, Andrew Styles.
Ooh.
I would jam with Paradox because I think he's the nicest. Joking.
He's the nicest. Yeah, maybe.
No, I think he would just make it. It would be. It seems like he's comfortable to jam with and partner with.
Yeah.
I think I would battle I don't know. Maybe battle Diablo and partner up with Andrew Styles.
I don't really know Andrew Styles that much.
Oh no,
like I know his dance, but I don't know like much about him. I've never met him. Anything.
No,
like
but
that.
we don't know a lot of these people, so we're just basing it on what we know.
So then, yeah, because I can't really place Andre in that. Is it Andre or
I'm pretty sure his name is Andre, but Andrew Styles.
Andre. Yeah.
Andre
I don't know where to place him. I think I'm definitely going. Who's the other person? Diablo
and Paradox.
Oh, Paradox. Probably. I think jam with Paradox in a way of like. Maybe then I battle with Andre. So then it's like I pair up with Andre.
Yeah, same as me, and then call out
Diablo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think definitely I wouldn't win against Diablo, but I think it would be like he seems like a warrior. Like it would be
I think he would laser eyes, boom, burn you to the ground.
Because I think the other thing is like there's some good level dancers who they're so if they recognize they're so much better than you, they'll get a bit lazy and they'll just do the bare minimum to beat you because they're like, oh, I do this all the time. Like I feel like Diablo is like he would go for you.
He would run, yeah.
He's just like, which is like, I want that energy. If I'm battling someone who's way better than me, I don't want your easy rounds. Smoke me. Like that's the point of me battling someone that good is like, I want to feel it, you know?
Yeah.
I want to play one-on-one against LeBron or whatever.
Next one.
Hit me.
Nastya.
Yeah, I don't know her either that much, but
okay,
yeah,
fine. So
she's got a great style though.
Ruth from Spain.
Oh, yeah. I know
Mel's.
I know Mel's very vaguely. Like I know Ruth a little bit more. To say hi to at least. And Mel's. Amelie Mel's, that one.
Amelie Mel's, yeah.
The one that judged.
And one freestyle session.
Shout out to her.
Well done.
She's dope. I think Ruth, Mel's and Nastya. I'm going to go battle maybe Nastya, to be honest. Yeah, maybe I'm going to battle Nastya. Maybe I'm going to jam with Ruth.
Okay.
And pair up with Mel's.
Beautiful. Popping C, Ness, Hoan.
Oh. Popping C, Ness.
Guys, you play along as well.
Yeah. Popping C, Ness, and Hoan. Well, I'm going to partner up with Ness because he's probably the most consistent battler out of the three. Like he does the most well in the most battles, if that makes sense. Yeah,
but I think maybe Popping C now teaches more in China, so maybe we don't just see him as much.
But
I think he does pretty well as well. But I see what you mean. Yeah, Ness has done a lot of battles and he's won a lot of them.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking
from what we see.
Odds-wise, I'm like, out of the three of those, I think I'm winning more with Ness than I am with the other two. Even though they're world level, I just feel like results-wise, people will look at Ness. Also, it depends what country we're battling in. I probably jam with Hoan, to be honest, and No. Wait, what did I say? I said I'm going to partner up with Ness. I'm going to jam with...
Popping C?
No, jam with Hoan and battle Popping C.
You would battle Popping C?
Yeah.
You would be smoked.
Same as Diablo. I want that smoke.
That's what you want.
I think Hoan can have that like chilled energy and be like, oh, I'm really good and just hold back. Like I want someone to fucking come for my throat. Yeah.
That's true. Okay. Me.
Okay.
Martina, Lucia.
Oh, I smoke all three of you at once.
There's no choice.
Okay, wait. What style am I doing?
Oh no, wait, what?
Because if it's popping, it's different.
Oh, it's up to you. It doesn't matter.
If I'm doing hip hop, I have more chance to battle you guys than if I do.
If like
pop-in.
if, yeah,
if I do
fine.
pop in,
Do hip hop. But it's up to you, really.
Okay, just in general.
You know,
I'm
it's a
taking it too
game.
seriously.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I
forgot.
would battle. Oh my god, this is tough. Jenny's mum said I have to stop playing with my feet during the pod.
Yeah,
She said stop
there are
touching
a
his
couple of things to stop doing, but we'll tell you later. Yeah,
Love you, Lily.
go
oof.
for it.
I'm gonna battle.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna pair up with Lucia,
I see that.
jam with you, battle Martina.
Oh, do you want to explain yourself or you don't want to?
I don't mind. Because I think, well, okay. I think me and you we're probably the closest out of the three of you guys that I am with the
I know what you mean.
yeah, I'm the closest with you as I am with the others or whatever. So I think jamming wise, I mean, we've jammed before, so I know the experience
Yeah.
is fun. I think Lucia she takes battles very seriously. I think even sometimes more so than you.
Oh yes, she
Like
does.
you're
yeah,
there
yeah.
kind of like you want to do well and have fun, but you're not going to be like, I feel like Lucia would be like, okay, let's meet up 3 times a week and come up with routines and prepare. And like, you know what I mean? Like she's going to be ready. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I want a partner that's going to take it seriously.
Yes.
If that's the vibe I'm in.
Yep.
And then Martina, the other 2 reasons obviously leaves her. But
Yeah.
then I'm like, I reckon on a good day, I can give her a run for her money.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know that I might have to go in. I might have to do hip hop to get there, but it's like, I'm like, okay, I think
Yeah.
I could give her a good battle. So then
Okay.
it's like, all right. Whereas I think, yeah, I'd have, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah,
No, it is.
I still
interesting.
think I could
on
smoke
a
all
good,
3 of you, but
yeah, on a good day, I think you could you could have chances. But I know what you mean. Okay, a
was
couple
joking.
more then,
Yeah.
because I actually have more. But I
okay,
have
let's go.
more.
This is fun.
So I've got Yoonji. Do you know her?
Yeah, I love her dance.
Lovely. Yoonji, Cynthia, Sonia.
Oh, I love Cynthia. Okay, I want to battle Sonia.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, she is. I just think she's insane. Like, I actually think she is just beyond the moon.
Yeah.
So that's why I wouldn't want to battle her, because I would want to just see her dance. Same as Marta, I would just want to see her dance. So that's why I think I would.
I don't have that view of Sonia.
Fine.
Like
We don't have to agree.
No, I don't. But so then I would. So who would your 3 be first? I mean, what would you to those 3?
To be fair, it's a difficult one for me. Okay, I think I would jam with Cynthia. Maybe I changed my mind. Lol. I would jam with Cynthia, partner up with Sonia, battle Yoonji.
I think I would. When we say jam, like training session,
Yeah, like jam exchange, like
Yeah,
a
okay,
very, it's the marry.
just dance
It's
together.
the marry of
it's
the fuck,
marry of
marry, kill. It's like,
you're right.
oh, it's just the creme de la creme.
Yeah, so then I would do that with Cynthia.
Yes.
Cynthia, I think I've jammed with her before in Paris. I love
Jay,
her
show
dance. I love her dance. I love her. Like the thing is, I would want time with Cynthia.
Yeah.
Like I want to train for like 3 hours with her and like
That's allowed in this game.
soak it in. So that would be what I do with Cynthia.
We.
Who's his Sonia
Yoonji and Sonia.
Yoonji, I would probably partner with Yoonji.
Oh, okay.
Similar that it just leaves because I would want to battle Sonia, I think,
I see what you mean.
and then leave Yoonji to partner with. I think that would be cool. She seems cool
Yeah, she seems cool and
in
she's
that
great.
way. And she's a nice popper. Also very different to what I do. So if we're thinking about battling, like I don't see her doing like concept-y, that type
Yeah.
of thing. It's very more like foundation, good,
Yep.
good
Strong
popping. So she would make up for my shit technique.
She would.
And I would
And more.
add the creativity shit. Hey, all right. And then, I would want to battle Sonia, I think, because she's also got that.
She's got that
energy.
smoke in her.
And then it's also like that loose joint kind of thing where there's like, I know she'd smoke me.
Yeah, she
If
would.
I'm doing hip hop, if I'm doing popping, she smokes me. If I'm doing hip hop, I'm like, I can make you sweat. She'd probably beat me.
Yeah, I think so too, but fine. But
But there's
we'll
just
let
like
you
the battler.
soak and then
Yeah, but the battler inside me is like,
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's fine.
I still
Yeah.
would give it my all.
and it's needed.
Yeah.
Okay, I think last one.
Okay.
Sunny, Karam,
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Ooh. Now, I would need to partner up with Vanessa.
Yes.
Vanessa is just like, because she's just my fucking homie. Like, out of the three of them, it's like, I love all three of them, but I'm closest to Vanessa.
But you
far.
love Vanessa more.
Yeah, Vanessa's like, I've known her since
first grade.
Basically, like Euro Battle days, like fucking a long time I've known Vanessa. And like, there's so many things we've talked about and hung out. It's like we have like a proper like connection that I'm like, I know her, I know who she is, I know her like fire. Like I would want to partner with her because I think it would just be
great.
Like All Stars Battle wise. I'm like
Ice killing.
Yeah, if she's ever back here, like I would do All Stars Battle with Vanessa. Have we battled together? No, I don't think so.
No.
And then
I don't know.
Jam. I have to battle.
Karam or Sunny?
I have to battle Sunny.
What?
Have to battle Sunny. It's the same reason of like going for my head. Like Karam's. Not that he's too nice, but he's kind of too nice. Like, it's like, I think Karam, also because of their levels, Karam would look at me, even if I do hip hop or pop in, and even if he's like, oh yeah, he's quite good, he's still Karam. So he's going to like do his round, but be like, oh, good job, you tried, bro. Like, he's going to be so supportive, like, which is going to annoy me so much. He's going to be like, oh no, you really tried your best. It's like, oh, congrats. Whereas Sunny is like, even if he like, was feeling in a nice mood, he's still not giving it up to, like, he's still gonna fuck me up, which is like, let's go. If it's a battle, I want someone that's gonna battle me. So in that situation, I would have to. And then I think it'd be nice to jam with Karam because I think I'd actually learn a lot. Yeah, like, you know, like,
and he is a good dancer. I've seen him. I've seen him dance, and that's what I mean, like dancer, not a b-boy. Like he is actually good at all the.
Yeah. And he's like he likes to mess around and have fun and stuff. I mean, so does Sunny and Vanessa, but. Yeah, I think I'd have to like hang out and train with Karam, but I'd want to go rounds against Sunny.
Easy. We'll make that happen.
What about you?
With them?
Sunny should not be going rounds against me, man. He's like, he needs to not get injured trying to battle a popper.
With me, I think I would, because I'm just thinking partner up. I think I could be a good match with Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have something similar in our personalities, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think we're sort of, she's quite powerful. Yeah. And I can be as well when I want to.
But you're like a reserved powerful.
Oh, I'm very reserved.
Vanessa's
powerful.
like a little
more extroverted, yeah.
Yeah, she's just like a little like puppy that wants to just like like she's like like she's like that. She would just like fucking jump and bite someone. Like, whereas I think you were more like a reserved type of powerful.
Yeah, but if like I think I
would have put you with Karam.
Because I was thinking between two. Why would you put me with Karam?
Because I think you have the same energy. Like Karam can be like a good, powerful battler without needing to be like. Rah, rah. That's why I think like Sunny and Vanessa work well as a partnership because they're both like in different ways, but they're both like, I'm ready to go at anyone's throat who fucking wants it. Whereas like you and Karam are more like not chilled, but in a way of like quietly confident.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay, then I would battle Vanessa. And
that would
jam
be
with
interesting
Sunny.
to see.
That would be, well...
Jam with Sunny is interesting. Why jam with Sunny? I would love to train with Sunny.
So why do you ask me?
Why do I ask you? No, but your reason, like why you would want to train with him. Or like
not train, like jam with him.
Do you have a reasoning or is it...
I guess not really.
Because he's like the last one in that you have to put him in that.
Yeah. But the thing is that I would, you know, in... the list that I made, I would want to train with everyone.
Exactly, yes.
So it's sort of difficult. Like I would,
place them.
You know, and I've never, have I trained with B-boys? I guess I have, but it would be interesting because it's such a different style. But
yeah, whenever I train with breakers, I just train how breakers train, if you know what I mean. Like I just work on my floor work, like try and learn a few moves. Like obviously it would be like, what would I use for my hip hop or my pop in? Yeah. But then I'll get them to teach me some bits, try and learn from that. Like I don't,
yeah, maybe like it inspired and yeah. All right. Okay, so that's the game. Thank you so much for participating.
Have fun. Do we have any other games?
Yes, that's why.
Oh, we do? Oh yeah, yes. Let's go. What?
It's like you don't know me. Every time you invite me, you're like so surprised.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm
right.
with it.
The next game, everyone.
I never get to get comfy. I'm always in the fucking middle.
True. Play with us. Okay.
It doesn't smell. Don't act like that.
No. Right. Would you rather?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm in. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm in.
Would you rather date someone who doesn't know how to dance or someone who is into dance but is offbeat?
Can I ask follow-up questions? Or do I
Yes,
just
you can.
Okay.
Of course, it's my
Doesn't
game.
know how to dance
Yeah.
or knows how to dance but is offbeat.
It's like is into dance, so they're like part of the community. They
Yeah.
know people. They're a dancer.
Yeah. If anyone
But
came to your
they're-
mind, you're going to hell. So does the person know that they're offbeat and they're actively trying to work on it, or
No,
they're just oblivious to it?
Yeah, it's more of the oblivious side.
And no matter how
or
much-
they might know, but they just don't know how to change it. Then it doesn't work.
Like
it
they've been
doesn't work
trying,
out.
it
They've
just
been
it's
trying
not
it,
happening.
But they're just
Like
just not. It's
inherently just it's part of who they are.
Yeah, it's
that
not
they're
given.
offbeat.
Say it. Would you rather?
I mean, there's some very high level dancers who can be offbeat. So if it's one of them, I'll allow it.
Who would it be? Some b-boys sometimes do that,
I mean, there's some poppers.
but like
But
poppers.
we'll talk
and
about it
stuff.
offbeat.
Okay,
Offbeat. We'll talk about it off pod. No, but okay. I'm gonna say the person who dances, who's
Okay.
offbeat.
All right.
Even though but I just prefer to have someone that, especially if I'm imagining someone hot, then it's like, all right, we can forgive. You look good. We can forgive a lot.
Okay. Because I'm thinking, in one way, if you
I mean, I'm still friends with you, and
shut your mouth. In one way, if if I date someone that is offbeat, I'm like, I'll make it my mission to
exactly to fix them.
fix them. But on the other hand, if someone doesn't know how to dance, it doesn't mean that they can't dance. They might just be awkward. Like they might, they might. Because
Well, we're saying like
half
dance
of
as
my
in
family is like that.
Yeah, we're saying like dance as in like professional dancer, but they still might be able to have rhythm and dance. Like,
No, I'm saying like someone who doesn't know how to dance is like they just like any person on the street. If you ask them,
Yeah.
do you dance? They would go no. Like
right,
maybe when
right.
I'm like in the
Sure.
club, that.
but yeah, even in that situation, you can still have rhythm.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah. So that's. But
Okay.
then yeah.
So you would go for which one?
I mean, I think because
go
in
on.
my head, the person that I'm imagining who is into dance but is offbeat, like I wouldn't be attracted to them.
Yeah, that's the hard thing.
So, but maybe it's because I'm envisioning someone's very specifically.
Yeah.
So I would go for someone maybe who doesn't know how to dance.
Okay.
Oh, but
But now
Did I
imagine
not
someone
just
like
say-
super hot and like cool and stuff,
no,
but they're just
I
not the
think
best.
if they are super hot, but they are just awkward in that way, I don't think I would be that
Okay, fine.
attracted.
There's also I
But
guess.
it's a tough one because maybe they dance really well, but they're
That's the
they
thing.
dance quite well, but they're offbeat. Even though it's very difficult to put the two together. Like, how does that work?
Yeah, no, but like
But
they're
there are
creative.
people-
They do like all sorts of cool shit, but they just their hits
they
are off. or
tut
something,
all
yeah.
around you
Yeah.
instead of just All right. Would you rather date a
I can't believe you wrote these down. You're the best. Thank you for saving this podcast time after time.
no worries. And then you put out a clip of me on Instagram.
Listen,
and
I'm all about the engagement. All right.
and it's like, who let her speak? Right.
No, you were. I still stand behind.
No,
what
I
you said.
I stand behind myself. I know that I choose my
Just
words poorly.
Right. What's that quote? It's provocative. The people. love it.
Provocative. Yeah. Would you rather date someone whose armpits smell?
What's all these dating questions?
Oh,
You're in the.
because
You're
I
in
don't
the.
know. Maybe it's
You're
just
in the
for
mood
me.
for dating, eh?
To be fair, I realized that it's all about dating, but then
That's
I
fine.
couldn't think of anything else.
No, I'm down for it.
Would you eat with someone who
You know what we
who's a
should.
popular?
Oh, we've got to do
you
like a
know?
Valentine's Day. Did we do a Valentine's Day one last year?
No, I don't think so. Not
Anyway.
with me. You didn't invite me. Would you rather
Smelly
date
armpits.
someone who's or shoes?
Smelly
So
shoes.
a dancer that you imagine that they've done a training session and the shoes smell, so feet smell as well, or armpits smell.
No, but wait.
I know.
Is this once they've trained and like?
Yeah, it's
or
all
is it
about
just-
dancers. It's all dancers edition, guys.
Yeah, but a lot of
So-
people smell like if you've done a hard training session or something, you get home and you got smelly shoes or something. I get it, but if you're like those people that just like it's 9 a.m. and they left the house and they stink, it's like
No, it's more about.
is it like
dancing.
a problem or just you smell when you?
No, it smell when you dance, but they're not. Both of them are not hygienic enough. Then they maybe they wear a dirty.
I'm gonna go with, because it's all about, in my head, it's all about like how can I change them. So like I'm gonna go with the shoes, because I feel like that's more of a problem with like the socks, or like your shoes are too old, your socks are too old, you don't clean your socks enough, you need to put your shoes in, because some people like their shoes smell, but it's like a lot of people don't get that you can wash shoes. Like they just wear them nonstop, and it's like, yeah, you've sweated in these, you've walked in these a million things, like put them through the washing machine. Like so I think there's more hope in me changing them. If your armpits smell all the time, it's like how are you showering wrong, or what's
I think I would date someone whose armpits smell, because then it's just more about finding the right deodorant, or finding so like you don't sweat, or just bringing 2 t-shirts into, because the thing is like I can sweat as well, and it's just then being mindful of what you wear. Maybe it's the wrong fabric, but if your shoes smell, that means you do not give a shit. Because when shoes smell, it smells, bro. And the fact that you are allowing yourself to dance in the same shoes that smell, bro.
I smell more on my armpits than I do in my shoes. My shoes never smell. I never have like.
But that's what I mean, right? So armpits is way more natural.
I see.
And then if your shoes smell, like what's wrong with you?
Yeah, but I would just attribute that to like you don't realize that you can just change your shoes or something. Also, I have like 50 different pairs of trainers, so I never am in one enough.
Me too.
People that only wear one pair of trainers all the time.
It's like, it stinks. And also by the way, there's a deodorant for shoes
shoe
as well.
deodorant. Yeah.
Okay, would you rather date someone you always lose to or win against?
There's way more people that I lose to than win against.
But who would you date?
Oh, definitely the person I lose to a lot. That's
hot.
Borderline sexy. Yeah. If you like
hot.
Yeah, like someone that I beat is like, because the thing is, I think this question. Wait, answer first, and then I'm gonna say what this says about you.
Oh, but I think I'm making it more personal because I'm a woman and popping. So to me, it means if I always lose to someone, is that because I put myself into a very real scenario. So if I always win against someone in popping, but if I lose to someone, then I'm thinking, oh, it must be them guys. Like it must be,
someone good,
someone crazy. Yeah.
Because
so then
good,
I would.
You mean?
Who said that?
That's what you.
Who said that?
But like it's like if it's someone that always beats me, they must be decent. It's not going to be some average person.
Not only decent. I think not only decent. That's what I'm thinking. If I lose to them, it's in my head. It's like. It's not just someone decent. It's like it's crazy level. Because I'm
super dope.
No. It's because I just put myself. This is way too personal. I like envision people.
Right.
So I wouldn't go for like
So you're saying there's people that you lose to now that you find hot. That was you're trying to say?
Have I? Actually, let's think about it.
Have you ever been beaten by someone that you find hot? Probably.
I have to say yes, even though I don't know, but I have to say yes because I'm sure I have. I'm not sure. Maybe in All Styles Battle for sure. I can think of someone.
Everyone go check on the YouTube.
There's nothing on YouTube.
See who she's lost to. Okay. So
but why do you think? What did you want to say?
So I think.
Yes.
I think there's some people who find it attractive to be
dominatrix.
Not even dominatrix, but like the person who's like looked up to. Yeah. Like you want to be the like knowledgeable one, the skillful one, the interesting one, so that when your partner says to you like, oh wow, how did you do that? Or can you you're like, well, let me tell you how. Like you have that kind of it's not necessarily inherently a bad thing, but you like that feeling of like, even if it's like a caretaker position, you like to take care of someone, you like to help them grow, you have that. Or, and these are obviously not the only two options, or you have that thing where you want to be the person that learns from the person that you're with, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I like to take care of people. And
oh, yes, you do.
I like to take care of people and like mentor them and I like it's such a like one of my life callings, I guess, is like I love to like teach people and help people and blah blah.
For money, but
yeah. Or I mean, it's like both my parents were like coaches and teachers, and so it's just kind of something I've always grown up knowing how to do, but also caring a lot about, right? Mm-hmm. But here's the flip side. Mm-hmm. It's not something I find attractive. I love doing it, but I don't ever, if I slip into that mode where I have to like, where someone's really like lost in their life or they need like guidance or mentor, I can't also be attracted to that person.
I think
not
I'm kind of following you. Yeah. Because
it's not like 100%, but most of the time it's not something that I find attractive in a person.
I know what you mean. I think I'm with you on that one. Because that's why I would choose someone that I lose to.
Yeah. And I think it's like, I think for me that role, it makes me feel like a kind of parent, big brother.
Yeah.
That it's like, come romantic. Here, my little, like, I want to like rub their head kind of thing. It's not like when there's someone that's like, better than me, skillful, knowledgeable, like I find that so hot.
That is
like
hot,
it's so sexy of like someone being like just so like so not even competent but just so good at what they do, like even whether it's dance, whether it's like you know, their job and they're thriving and they're successful and that you see them in their work environment, they're like, yeah, do this, do that.
No, it's like, attractive.
That's something that I want to be around. Also because as a person, it's like, even just like with guys or whatever, it's like attractive, not in a romantic sense, but it's like, those are the people I want to be around. Like I want to be, you know, I said about the Nike thing at the very beginning,
people
where I'm the least skillful, but I'm like, I'm not the most skillful in the room. Like everyone else is if not equally, like more skilled than me in what they do.
Yeah.
I love being in that environment because I'm like, fuck, this feels good to like, anywhere I look, there's someone who's better than me or who I can learn from, who has a specific skill set.
And it's challenging as well. Like you want to do better.
I'm active, I've got to be switched on.
Yeah.
So I love that. So when I want that to be my environment, like whether it's my friends, whether it's like my partner.
Yeah.
It's like I want to have, that's what I find attractive, is like someone that could teach me, rather than me being the one that's like, oh, you're lost, you don't know what you're doing with your life, let me guide you. It's like, no, I'm your like big brother, teacher, mentor position. That's not sexy for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Next one.
Hit me. That makes me think of the beginning of Can You Keep Up? And you go, hit me, isn't it? I'm going to play that.
Okay. Would you rather date your last ex?
Date my last ex, or
would you rather date your last
ex was a fucking delight, I have to say.
So then maybe that's not that great.
Go on.
Anyways, would you rather date your worst ex?
Oh, worst ex. Oh, Jesus, that's a whole different thing.
For someone, it's the last ex.
Yeah, okay.
Or a dancer that does the cringiest TikToks.
Oh no, I date the TikTok thing is not a big deal to me. I have to say.
No, but the cringy, where they go like this.
But are they?
And they, well, it's a girl for you, but for me, it would be a boy like lifting up and like being.
Well, they do the transitions where they're like in a suit or something. Do they? If they are just doing it as a business thing. Then
no,
they're like,
I'm saying cringy. I'm not saying they're successful. They've got millions of followers. No, they do. The TikTok is part of their lifestyle. They're not successful. They're cringy.
Like they just got like 213 followers.
It's just cringy, but they do it and they do it and they do it. Oh, would you rather? So
it's like, it's not just the TikToks that are cringy. It's them doing the TikToks.
It's like
that
the delusion of doing TikTok.
Or my last ex.
Or your
worst ex.
Well, you said your last ex was
my last ex, I'd much rather date her. She was a fucking delight. Like lovely, beautiful person who I'm still friends with now.
Disgusting. We don't want to know that.
Not a bad word to say about her. She's fantastic.
The worst ex.
The worst ex?
Yeah.
That's a whole different... That is definitely not my last ex and is definitely not someone that I would ever want to date again.
Aww. So you would date the
unless they've massively changed since I dated them. I would then, in that case, if it's the worst ex, I would date the TikTok person. If they're a lovely person,
what if it's that worst ex
who does, but TikToks?
You also what if it's the worst ex plus a payout of million?
Oh, that one. You know what I mean? I would break up with him. Can I break up with him? Yeah, I'd get the million and be like.
Not
for 10 years. Okay, so now this is another would you rather. Like, would you date your worst ex for 10 years to get $1 million?
With a payout of $1 million? Or
could I just not invest anything into the relationship and just live like I am now and just...
No, it's still a relationship. You would still have to have the hot time with them, sexual with them.
I mean...
You would have to go to family gatherings.
This worst ex I'm thinking of was actually still pretty good looking, so... That's not the worst punishment in the world, but just as the rest of it that was horrendous. I would, oh my God, for $1 million for 10 years, I don't know that that's worth it. I think I'm okay.
Yeah, with the TikTok
A year, I'm considering it. That's like doing a year in prison, kind of, but easier.
No.
Like, would you do a year in prison for $1 million? Potentially. Would you date someone who you don't really like for a year? Some people do that for free. Do you know what I mean?
Some people do it for less.
Yeah. So it's like, there's a lot I would do for $1 million.
Yeah.
That's like, that could change your life. You invest it in the right places. That's like worth a year of misery.
All right. We see you. Okay. Would you?
These are good. You've done well. Well done.
Thank you. Would you rather date someone who says "give it up for the ladies"?
Yeah, I love that. That's my favorite saying.
Or
I think we should give it up for the ladies. Honestly, I think it's actually admirable that you guys are like.
Give it up for the ladies, female power, representing females.
Yeah. I think that's fantastic.
Representing females when you only invited one female to represent.
Representing for the ladies because there's no one else here to do it.
Not only because we consciously invited only one.
Yeah.
So now you, instead of representing yourself,
you have to represent for the ladies because we said so.
Yeah. So all of this, or someone who slides in every dancer's DMs.
Oh, the second one. Does it? Yeah, I don't care about that.
Really?
Wait, as in
it
like
wasn't even a
cheats on
brainer?
me.
I don't
you
want
mean
to say
before?
cheats like always, but it's like someone who's just so like goes that round that you did last Saturday. I just thought that.
Yeah, I don't really care about that shit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go for that.
You haven't even thought about it.
That's like. That's nothing.
Okay, I thought that was one of the better ones, so I need to come up with something else.
I think there's people out there that like
that's why I'm like someone who slides in every, like they just like a habitual slider.
You know what? This is gonna make me sound very weird, but you will
just
understand
say
it. If it's like a flirty thing, I understand it more than if it's like someone that's like DMing the twins like you're so amazing.
Yes, it's that.
Oh, that's disgusting.
So
if it's flirting, like. Because they're hot, I get that.
But they might be hot as well. But at the same time, it's just like there's time and place, and you're just being strange now.
No, if it's about being attracted to them, by all means. But if it's about idolizing all these dancers,
about idolizing.
You are a bit of a loser.
So which one would you choose?
Okay, so then it's the
idolizing,
all right, so now
and
we change
sliding
it.
into the. Well, I'm not. No, you're just needing more context because you see you have categories for sliders in the DMs. For me, it's just in a none.
Okay, so if it's someone writing to like fucking all these dancers being like, wow, I saw you at Summer Dance Forever. You are fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing your art. Like something like that. And they don't even know them and that.
But to be fair, now that you said it's like a normal compliment if you actually like it. But it's the type of person that would slid thinking that they have a chance by saying the weirdest things.
Okay.
Or
what was the other one?
Give it up for the ladies. Female empowerment.
Yeah, but that's it. That's just a conversation. That you can fix. But it's like.
But maybe you can fix both. Either.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Because I don't know.
But also, it depends if they're doing it to be funny. Because I do love a funny joke like that.
Give it up for the ladies?
Yeah. If they were like, yo, check how funny this is going to be, they're all going to get pissed off. I would find that funny and then I'd be like, okay, you have to stop because that's making people upset. Yeah. But at first I would laugh. And then I would say, okay, now stop.
Now stop.
And if they weren't like, all right, fine, let's stop, then it's okay.
Yes.
But if they really believed it.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about I'm talking about maybe, not understanding the current climate. But to be fair, I probably would still date someone who says, give it up for the ladies. Yeah.
That's less.
Give it up for my lady.
Give it up for my ladies. Yeah. Yeah, the DM thing could go either way. It could be either really cringy or I could not care. It depends.
Right. So which one?
I'm gonna go for the DMs thing.
Okay.
Because I think I could get them to stop.
Because you're so amazing that they would just
No,
stop.
I would just tell them stop being a loser, please. Okay. Like, get on Hinge or something if you need to, but
all right, not this.
But not this. This is embarrassing.
All right. I kind of wish that I left that one last because now the other one is kind of.
No, let's do more.
Would you rather date someone who dances in the same outfit for 10 years?
Disgusting.
Or
that's the
someone
biggest sin you can do.
But they still wash it. Like
and is the outfit good?
it's reasonable. But I
But
mean,
it's just the
within
same
10
one.
years, it's like maybe
Disgusting.
the style has changed.
Yeah.
But it's like hygienic. It's not about
Okay, yeah,
it
yeah,
being,
no,
you
no,
know.
as in they
but it's
just-
just the same
no
outfit
sense
for
of
10
style.
years.
Yeah.
Or someone who buys someone else's outfit every single time. Like, let's say...
Oh, they're dressing like someone else.
Yeah, like you're a Nelson, and every time you wear something, there's that person.
Oh, the
buys,
same person. So like, as in they're biting from the same person every outfit, or
Would it
different
make
people
it,
every time.
No, yeah, it would make it worse if it was the same person.
Yeah, yeah, much worse. If it's different people, that's fine.
No, it's the same person.
Fuck.
They make it their personality. Like, you
to
know,
be one person. Ooh,
Yeah.
No, that's no the person. That's the one of the biggest things that can put me off someone
someone biting
in dance. No, it's like if you're so obsessed with what, like everything you do is about looking like that person. It's like, oh, get a personality. Like, I hate that. No, it's the first one. The same
someone who
outfit.
dances in the tent.
Because I would be like, all right, we're going shopping.
Once upon a time, I was that person.
Who would wear the same outfit?
Bro, I had these trousers for like, I don't know, 10 years. Well, not 10 years, but
But it depends.
a lot.
What the outfit was. Because
No,
like,
it was
if it's like a black
nothing.
trousers, then
It was nothing.
I can't tell that they're not the same. They're different. Like, you probably like, oh, I always wear the same black trousers. If I see black trousers, I'm like, I don't know that they're not different ones. Like, I'm not focused unless it's like a green top with a orange duck on it. Then it's like, all right, every time I see you in that same fucking duck top, like,
No, yeah, it would be obviously you would know that
Okay.
they only dance in the. But I was like that, and in a way, I'm still am because if I
no,
find
you
something,
wear different.
but if I find something comfortable, I will most often.
Yeah, but every dance, it's like saying that like Lucia with the gilets thing. Like that's so her thing is to wear that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of poppers that have that type of thing, or like empty
G-Man.
pop wearing a hat, or G-Man with his coat. But it's like, yeah, I mean, if it's your thing and you kind of own it, it's like, all right, that's not.
But it's the
so
same
bad.
outfit. It's not different types of the outfit that you wear.
Yeah.
Anyways, I would date the first one.
Yeah. All right. I want to think of some more now.
Please, because
Okay.
I've done a
I
quite
did- so-
nice
oh,
job, yeah?
Okay.
And I hope you enjoy, guys.
You're doing a good job. I feel like someone like Kieran is going to be listening to this in the car, like loving this type of episode.
Well, I hope that
Some people
not
come for
only
the info,
Kieran-
some people come for the fun. Oh God.
Yeah, I hate the info on your pod.
Thanks.
Oh, skip.
Get to the gossip. I'm trying to think of if there's any. I don't know.
Would
I
you
don't know
rather?
what to do. Would you rather ones? But it has to be dance wise, eh?
Well, yeah, because it's a dancers podcast. We're not actually. I know you're trying to reach the wider audience, but not with this. Not yet.
No,
not
yeah.
with this
but-
episode.
No, okay. But it doesn't have to be dating, does it?
Would you rather date someone who only dances in socks,
Oh.
or someone who closes their eyes when they dance?
I feel like they're the same person.
They are the same person.
If you dance in socks, you're probably closing your eyes to get in the zone. Wait, I have a. This isn't a would you rather, but I have a debate question.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear it?
Always
Is
wear shoes. That's
dancing
the
in socks cheating?
Yes.
Ooh.
In a way,
That
like
was-
I
it's not that
mean,
easy.
you could maybe you take more risks by slipping or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, you obviously
But
when
if you
I
just-
dance in socks, I can dance differently.
You got
then-
don't show me your glides in socks. That's not
Yeah,
like if you can glide in socks. It's like we all have a
Everyone can.
kitchen.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? It's like it don't like gliding in trainers is what makes glides so impressive. Is that you learned how to do it in trainers.
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
Like-
no, I don't think. I mean, I'm no fan. My brother knows it. I grill him every time he enters a battle with socks. I'm not up for it. But closing your eyes, bruh.
No,
I
I
think
rate it. I could borderline be that person that closes their eyes.
No, but if it's like
I've done that in training. I did that in training yesterday. I think. Was it yesterday? What day were we?
don't know.
Yeah, on Sunday I trained, and I think there was a round where I closed my eyes for the first beginning of it because I was tired and I needed to summon the strength.
Oh, okay.
So I
No,
could,
but that's like circumstantial. It's more like they make it the personality. Same way they make it
right.
a personality
It's
wearing
like
socks.
performance. Oh no, yeah. Anything
I would
performative
wear.
I don't like.
I would wear. I would wear someone. I would date someone wearing socks rather than eyes.
Okay.
Even though,
Yeah, I thought that was going to be more of a debate than it was.
well, it's because I agree.
Yeah, you just go yes. I was like, all right, well, That's that. Okay, would you rather, guys? Write in with your would you rather questions, and we'll answer them next time.
If I'm here in London,
or I'll call you and you can give us your answers.
Okay, fine.
I
always when you used to call people on pod,
Yeah,
I
we
was
haven't
like,
done
oh,
that.
would you do this to me?
Yeah, I would call you.
But then
I just don't like doing Zoom podcasts. But it's like if it's two of us here and we called you on the phone, I would do
Yeah.
that. Would you rather? I don't even know what's hard. Like what's?
I can always think of the first thing, like, and then the.
Okay, you think of one and then I'll think of the other, and then we'll.
Would you rather date someone who drinks before every battle? Like they need to have a drink before every battle?
Yeah.
Or someone, well, I don't know, smokes
yeah,
weed?
smokers would probably be the other one, or someone who smokes all the. To be, it's
know.
kind of the same for me. I don't like either one really.
No, I don't like either one, so maybe not. That's why I not smoke
Okay.
weed. But if
someone who drinks before every, or gets like drinks or smokes before every battle,
yeah,
or someone no, wait, or
oh,
I don't know. Damn, this is hard.
yeah, that's why I put time in.
Yeah, no,
Unpaid
you have to give these
time.
thought. I think,
someone who smokes or drinks before the battle,
or someone who
or
never
someone
wins.
who. Oh.
Oh, I actually don't care about that.
No, someone who complains about paying entry.
Oh no, be drunk. Be drunk. I'd rather you be drunk every day of your life than fucking complain about £8 to enter a battle. Oh, fucking get a job. But
I mean, I don't know. These ones, like, if you complain about paying for ecosystem that you are part of,
yeah, because if you win, you want your prize money, eh? Like,
yeah, and obviously maybe then people wouldn't complain about paying, you know, because then if they win, they're on a different level.
Yeah. Okay, what about this? I got here we go. Would you rather date a popper or a b-boy?
B-boy.
Why?
I think like
Muscles.
generally no. Well, I guess, but also there are poppers that are super fit as well. And I'm not into very like huge guys. I don't. That's not my type. But
that's why you don't find me attractive, right?
Small or big, I don't find you attractive.
What an asshole. Go on.
Okay, I think I've always liked b-boying, like b-boying, breaking.
Mm-hmm.
And because I do popping, maybe it's like I don't like it as much. It's like a funny thing because I'm in it, so I do it. I know the ins and outs. But then if it's breaking, I'm like, oh, I'm really same as crump. Like I would like to, or whacking. That's what I do. Why do I say crump? Whacking probably more than crump. I would watch whacking. Like whoa,
because it still has a magic to it because you're in it.
But also, I think the majority of b-boys I could probably be like easily attracted to.
Same. I mean, what?
Like last pod, I was like all about Hong Ten.
Oh yeah, true.
He's not a popper, but I'm sure he can do a twist of flex.
I'm not so into Hong Ten, to be honest.
I don't care. Less competition for me. But yeah, I think b-boys probably, but I don't know if they can always dance. Some of them, like, they are good b-boys, but I get so confused why they cannot top rock on beat.
Yeah, I mean it's different. But then there's your would you rather? Would you rather a b-boy that's like good at like power and all that shit but can't dance, or someone that can dance but is like actually just a shit b-boy, they can just top rock well?
Holy moly, guacamole! What? No, I would want. But then, if you can top rock well, how can you? Then you're a good dancer, no? Or is that like too different?
Like you're a good dancer, but as in like you're not gonna like do well in battle because like they haven't developed any other part of their dance. If you know,
but they have developed enough. Like they're like mediocre at footwork and
like they're
moves,
okay.
But then, or someone who's like great at power moves.
Yeah, let's make it that.
No, then I'm dating someone who's mediocre
at the full thing, but their top rock and dance is really.
And look at me at the next party, and I'm out there grinding someone who's
a powerhead.
No, I think because that is one thing that I really get confused about. I'm not joking, and I'm like, I even question myself as a dancer if I'm a good dancer, but sometimes when I watch b-boys dance or b-girls dance,
No, but I think that's
I'm like, why are they not? It's like so easy to be on beat in my head, especially when you're top rocking. Like when you're on the floor, like I can imagine the speed and the not misdirection, but changing directions, all of it, like balance, coordination, all of it. I can imagine how difficult it is to be on beat. But top rock, I'm like, you have all the chances to do it right, and you just do it wrong, and then you go on the floor. Yeah, but it's
because they're not prioritizing it. They're not training it. They're not trying.
But is it not done to music? That's what I'm so confused about.
Yeah. But if you're rewarded for head spins and also the amount of time it takes to develop those skills, if you spend, it's not like you spend an hour on this, an hour on that. It's like you spend 50 hours learning one move.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it, I'm going home. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. They're probably not developing their, I mean, the high level b-boys are.
Yeah, that's why I think that maybe I'm giving the wrong answer. And maybe I would just date someone who's a powerhead, like amazing.
Fair.
But then, yeah, that's why I get so confused about, because I'm thinking if you're good at that one thing, but you're supposed to be a dancer, how can you be?
No, but it must have been so long to develop those things.
Yeah.
All right. Would you date a whacker or a crumper?
Like a guy whacker?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm into
a guy whacker or a
guy whacker.
A guy whacker. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Guy Ritchie.
Guy whacker. Or crumper. I want to say crumper, but I don't know why. Because I think
is it the energy?
I like to watch crumb, but it's also, I think that energy is so alien to me. It's like, because I guess I have those. I think every single person could channel what crumpers do, but crumpers choose to. They do the dance, and the channeling comes with it. Like you cannot do crump and just be like.
Yeah. It's that one.
It's like, and it's just kind of, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But it is I like watching crump. Same way I like watching whacking. So, but do I know any straight guys? Maybe that's why I find it difficult to envision someone who would do whacking.
I know a few.
No, I mean, my gut is saying crump, but I don't really know why.
Like you just find the energy more attractive.
Maybe it's just I think it's just more masculine, and that's why. But I like whacking, but I haven't seen.
Like you can't imagine that the guy that you would have found attractive, like how he would look like as a whacker.
Yeah, because I don't know any of them, that's and fair. I know a lot of crumpers.
Right.
And maybe I've even been attracted to them.
Oh, maybe.
Crumpers,
slide in those DMs.
They don't watch, and no one slides.
Hey, I have a loyal crump audience. No, I don't have a crump audience.
You don't. I don't even know who watches. I think that's the worst thing. People that watch us are like
all over
preschoolers.
No, not preschoolers.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, all right, cool. No, but I mean, there's probably a diverse age range.
Yes.
Some old people.
More questions. I like those.
Okay. Would you rather date? Seeing as this is for some reason a dating podcast now. I love it.
It's because I'm here. I always make it.
Yeah.
The last time I did the same thing.
Yeah, you do actually. It's the DM. Right? The DM thing started with you. Would you?
Maybe it's my thing.
Rather date a contemporary dancer?
Oi.
Or a commercial choreographer dancer?
I hate both equally. Joking.
But
contemporary. But what? No, what contemporary?
Equally successful in both.
Oh, damn it.
I know hot people on both sides.
I know some as well. Maybe if I'm thinking like commercial choreography, I'm just thinking those.
Yeah. Like I think I'd be more attracted to the art in the contemporary side.
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't know if I always get it the same way as crump. I'm like, this,
they might be doing some weird shit.
So maybe then, if they're both on the same level, you say?
Yeah.
They're both equally successful?
Yeah, either you can make that very successful, not successful, average, but like they're both in their field equal.
That's a tough one.
I think I'm going contemporary.
That's a tough one because now I don't know. Because I'm thinking if you're commercial, then maybe you're still closer to what I'm doing, even though you're commercial.
Yeah.
So maybe I would be into that. But at the same time, if you're doing contemporary, I'm like, oh, that's totally different. And we have different fields and you don't intertwine with mine, which also could be fun.
But I have some friends who are contemporary dancers and I have like...
I have none.
Oh, do you know? No, but I have like a lot. Yeah, I have friends that are contemporary dancers. I have some good conversations with them. They seem to like. It's like, you know, because it's still choreography. It's still
and I'm sure that that's what it is. But you know, you can find anyone of anyone of any sorts.
Jen,
I don't know.
If you had to date a contemporary dancer or a commercial dancer,
yeah. They're both equally good at what they do. Yeah. And like they're both successful. They're both respected. So it's good, even if it's commercial. I know it sounds weird, right?
Hater.
You have to say something because otherwise it's just me and Luke on the sofa. It's so hard to say. It is hard to say.
Yeah, I would go contemporary. It has to be contemporary.
I think, it's a tough one.
Especially you work with contemporary. Like, you would understand, you would like their art.
But you know what I thought about? It's like, if I'm living with this guy, if he's a commercial dancer and he's good, maybe he's making more money.
Ah, the money aspect.
Yeah.
So it depends what you're doing with contemporary dancer. Because some of them are making bank.
Yeah, I was like, depends what. But then I was like, oh, but there's more chances that if they're really good at what they do, that like what they would do as a contemporary dancer might be less cringy than what they do as a...
Because they can be like a really successful commercial dancer that's like touring with like...
Yeah, and they're still dressed like a cucumber between Katy Perry. You know?
There we go, yeah. yeah, you're like... California girl. And you're making money, but you're like undeniable, like whatever.
Oh no! Now that you put that,
and then the contemporary
my head,
dancer is like, but
respected and gets
but
flowers.
Contemporary dancers can be doing some weird shit as well.
They
They're
could
like,
be half naked,
just lying on the floor covered in oil, and then
having candle out of the
But this is if I'm like, oh, if they're a really like good, legit contemporary dancer, then I would think they're in a like good company.
Yeah. No, they're
also,
both legit.
I feel like contemporary dancers is more part of this. Is going deep now.
No,
it's more part of the process to like critique and analyze work. So I feel like I could, if I had a girlfriend who was like a contemporary dancer, I think I could sit with her and be like, I really don't like your new show. And she'd be like, oh, why? And I'm like, well, because of this. And she's like, oh, that's it. Whereas like a commercial dancer, I could be like, I hate that tour that you're on. And they'd be like, what? Like, I just feel like it's not really part of it to be like so analytical. It's just work and you do the jobs.
Also, I feel like if I'm thinking of the people that I've seen.
Yeah.
Really good commercial.
Yeah.
Like
but that's also taste. Like you're not thinking of the really good ones in the shows that you don't like. Because we've seen some like people who are classed as good in some terrible shows, and that's not attractive.
I'm just saying, like if I see a dancer on Instagram.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess just because we say commercial, that means that you could be the cucumber or something really cool.
What's a commercial contemporary dancer?
Oh, but there are tons of people that.
Have you got any more with Would You Rathers?
We've played this game.
Yeah, me neither.
Relax and you go shower. We can finish this off. You said we can do an hour.
Yeah, but
you just have so much fun with me. You just want to do it for a very long time.
No.
And then make 3 reels.
I don't know what would be the reel for this.
I don't know.
Say something that can be the reel for this and I'll just put it up. Just look at the camera, say something very controversial and then I'll just make that the reel.
I think the socks thing is quite controversial because a lot of people dance in socks and I'm just not up for it.
This is probably the
I'm
most...
also not up for the whole, because I'm just not that, crystals and zodiac signs. I think there are dancers that are more like, oh, like I'm feeling this, I'm charging my energy and I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
So I guess that could be controversial.
But you're saying the crystal dancers are the ones that wear socks?
No, I don't necessarily say that. Maybe socks is just something that people just find it more comfortable to dance in,
I think it's kind of part of it. You have to learn to dance in.
But also, also it could be the same thing. What else is controversial?
All right. Here's another one. It's not a would you rather.
Yeah.
But what's your most
turn off?
No, like your take that's like the most like not controversial, but like your most like one that everyone would be like, what? That you say.
I guess I'm not entirely sure if we should follow what breaking has done for women and men.
Oh no, I'm with you on that though. Like,
but
splitting
I'm not
up the.
sure. Yeah, I'm not sure because
I don't think that's controversial. I don't think we need it in Top Styles.
yeah, I guess we don't. But then we obviously see that there's not a lot of women, and there's not a lot of women because it has been dominated by men. So then also it just means that there's like more women need to catch up to have quite equal amounts.
And also the more
it doesn't need to be 50-50. It's like sometimes impossible. Like maybe women are, in whacking, it's like different story.
True.
So yeah, but I don't know. Do you not think it's controversial? Because I think some women might say that maybe, or men, both, might say that we should go different ways.
I don't think we should have that. I would argue against that.
I wouldn't want to do that either. But then if you're a girl in a room of 100 men, you're also, I think there's something about maybe women being judged how men, okay, no. Because it's a man.
Going to give us another 2-hour podcast out of this, but yeah, go on.
Well, I have to leave soon.
No, I know.
Because it's a man created and developed the style, and it's for a long time it has been dominated by men. It means that the way women dance, I believe that women dance differently. We have different qualities. Our physique is different. I believe in difference between men and women, and that's why I think that women have, we just dance sort of differently. But then it means that the pitch perfect image is always a man because it was always a man.
I hear that.
So that's why I'm like, not that we're like being we should be judged objectively, meaning like on the same merit, right? Is that the word? But can we all dance the same?
But my pushback to that is like, I don't know what it means to dance like a man, especially in Top Styles, because it's like, okay, if you say, oh, the way, like, and I often hear people not really finish this argument when they present it. They say like, oh yeah, because it's like masculine energy and it's all rah, rah, rah. And it's like, okay, but describe to me what that means. Like, what is it that women are being expected to do that men do? And it's like, oh, like a walkout? Is that a masculine move? What's the move that's a men move?
I think
to hit hard.
No, also not.
There's guys that don't hit hard.
Yeah, that's also true. But that's why I think it is very difficult, and maybe it is controversial because it means that we touch on what people now hate. It's like, the hot thing of like, are we equal? Like not equal. Are we the same? Are we different? So I can only speak from my perspective, which I think in today's society is like I'm on the other side, where I think that we are different, and what you would be able to do physically, I wouldn't be able to do that. Why do I think that? Because I have been in the room with men, and whether training or no training, I've never been able to do the same thing. I go to boxing classes. Technically, I'm better than some of the men. Believe me when they punch me. I cannot punch the same. Like even if I try, and obviously I don't do the same things because I'm also maybe not men are maybe expected to be stronger. Like it's so freaking intertwined, and it's very difficult.
Also, it's like there probably are guys out there that are like, I guess I don't want to say misogynistic, but just like don't like women or prefer the way guys dance. And it's like, because for me, I'm like, I can't see like, but if you're like, oh, who's like a really like masculine popper, or like a really like Poppin' C, or someone that's like banging his hits. If I'm like, okay, Poppin' C versus Cynthia, there's nothing like that I'm like, oh, or like if it's like Laura Nala versus like, I don't know, one of the French like hip hop dancers. It's like, I'm not thinking of it anything being like her way of moving is holding her back. It's like, they dance great. Like you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, Cynthia doesn't hit as hard as Poppin' C. Yeah, well, MT Pop doesn't hit as hard as Poppin' C.
Yes,
It doesn't mean anything.
hear
Like
that.
it's just different dancers utilize their skills in a different way. So then it's
I
like
hear that.
but then it's also like I wouldn't judge it in that way. But maybe there are guys that would be like, oh, they don't hit as hard. Or I don't think hardness of hits is something you would, unless you use it in a certain way. You shouldn't be judging who can just hit the hardest. Like
True.
that's not a quality of to win a
So
battle.
so maybe these are two separate things, and that's why it is interesting. Because to be fair, you've asked me now, but it's not that I've thought about it.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
even
yeah, sure,
like
yeah.
you know, even
It's a
before the
deeper-
podcast, I told you all. Someone asked me if like it's important to have women, and at first I was like, I don't know. It's like I don't think of I like every time I enter a battle or a room full of poppers, I don't think, oh, I'm a woman that does popping. I'm like, I dance popping and you dance popping, so I don't put that.
Yeah.
I'm a woman, but. Then I kind of, because we had a discussion, then I was like, no, but it does matter. Of course it matters to know that a woman
Yeah.
does it. The same way, let's say even someone that is from my country, like Nika, right? She has done amazingly and she's been so successful. That already resonates with me because she's Lithuanian.
Yeah, sure.
So
That's
that
like a
again,
pride
like
of-
that's again, that works in my favor. So it is important, but I guess you are right. Like if you pick these things apart, then it doesn't mean that neither man or woman cannot do it. But why? So why there's less women? Just because there's less women?
Yeah, to be honest, I think there might be something just about the arena that's like women don't find as attractive or appealing. But also I think it's like, if anything, I don't really love the idea of this thing of like, oh, we need to have like equal men and women in
No, I would hate that as well. That's the thing.
especially because I never would want to put someone in a position just because of their gender or race or something, like negatively or positively. Like I wouldn't want someone to be denied to be a judge because they're a woman, and also I wouldn't want them to be put as a judge just because they're a woman. It has to be,
I know it's
you're
based
good.
on competence.
Yeah, competence and like
Yeah.
meritocracy. But I think
Yes.
my thing is more that I think we do need work on the like gender balance and a lot of different demographics balances. But why I would do it is more in the education part or like the mentoring or these type of things. So it's like putting more of an effort into teaching and curating like young women and like pushing them from an early age. So then it's like, okay, now in 10 years time, we do have a bunch of women who are like on the equal level. And if they choose to not come into the battle scene, then we can say, okay, cool. Cause it's like, it's all good us going like, oh, let's put these people. And then it's like, you know, there's the other side of the argument where people are like, they say like, the whole Bruce Just Taboo thing. Did you hear about all that?
That there were not enough.
Not enough.
There were none.
Yeah,
Or
women or
none.
whatever. Like, I don't want to go too much into that now, but like, because we don't have much time, but like, you could, the other argument is like, oh, they didn't win the battles, so they just need to get better, and then they would be invited, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you just focus on like training, obviously we also need to focus on judging fairly. We also need to focus on all the other bits and not being assholes to women when they're in the scene and whatever. That's also very important. Is like,
because that's what I wanted to say.
Yes.
You know, like it's all in the perfect world. Of course, we would just need like to catch up because we maybe haven't started dancing. Like, because the thing is, when I went to Popping Pete's shop, I asked him because he was telling us about the history and like, you know, in 1917, the whole thing. And I asked him whether any women, and he's like, truly no, there weren't. So I'm thinking, and it's fine, you know, it makes sense. Like, yeah, I don't find it like bad, but I think then it just means that there were more men involved at the earlier stages, where for women, maybe you do enter a class and it's like all men and you don't know how you feel. Because then what I wanted to say was that in the perfect world, yes, you would invest into maybe girls and like building their confidence and so on and so on. But there is that aspect of that makes it different when you're a woman.
Yeah.
Because as I said, who is in power positions most of the time? Men. If they find you attractive, they might be professional and keep it to themselves. Because also finding someone at the appropriate age and in appropriate situations, attractive is not a bad thing. You know, I totally get it. Like, you know, my ex also was a dancer, so we were like connected in the same way. But it's like, how do you use it? So that's the difficult thing, I think, because I don't think it will ever be. It will ever change.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is like, what was I going to say? If you.
Hermione.
Oh, this is what I was going to say. There's also other things that we can think about. Like, I think that's true what you're saying. I think there's a lot we can do to make it a more inviting environment, even before we get to the point of picking judges or picking invited dancers. Just make it inviting for more women and different everything, like every like category of person. But also, I think there's a lot of things that we can think about that are like not that, you know, like the Art of Thinking Clearly, that book thing. It's like not the like immediate answer if we look for like the other answers. So for example, I think one of the reasons, because the UK is a very like big, London is like a big city. UK is very highly populated. We've got lots of resources, lots of entertainment, lots of dance, right? Why is France a bigger, more thriving battle scene than the UK? And why have we always been a bit behind France, Germany? Even if we've got dancers that could beat people there, but the amount of dancers that are on a higher level in general, right, in those countries is higher than the battle scene here.
But I think I might have an answer.
Okay.
For myself, but you can continue.
Well, for the sake of the point I'm making, is that I think our commercial scene has a lot to do with that, because we have such a big, thriving commercial scene, which France and Germany and stuff don't have. Like, there's acts that are from the UK that you can tour with. You get like if Rihanna comes here, there's big money to be made in being a professional dancer in that realm. So if you're a young person getting into dance, you look at your options and you go contemporary dance. Oh, there's Rambert. There's all these big companies based in London, like age-old establishments of like big contemporary dance. You have the commercial scene all there, right? And then on the side you have the battle scene. And if you outside of our scene and come to look at a lot of the battles, especially like more than like 5 years ago, they're all in like dusty clubs in the back. Like, we love it because it's our scene, but they're not the most glamorous things. And then you're like, oh, well, I do all of this and I come second place and it's all for free. All right then. So I think a lot of our talent that could be good battlers get, like, if you're a talented young person with potential, you're not going to go to the battle scene because you're like, well, I'm going to be great. I'm going to make money off it and I'm going to do this. So I think that's also a women thing. Or a lot of our talented, it's not like we do not have talented young women dancers in this country. We have a bunch, but where are they? In the contemporary schools, in the commercial dance world, in the classes. That we have a lot of good level women choreographers in this country. Like, I mean, Tally's a great example of that. But there's a lot that are like doing well in multiple generations in our UK choreo scene, and that's like, I don't think that's ever been a question. We've got some like killers in the choreo scene, and they've been successful and whatever. But the reason that it's not in the battle scene is like those people who have talent. It's like, what's their reasoning to stay in the battle scene, like, or to even go in the battle scene? They're like, this is a much less attractive option than those ones. Now, why do we have the men in the battle scene? I don't know why. It's like, even if it's less, maybe it should still be less, but even. But it's not to say that, like, I think there's other reasons that contribute is what my point is. It's not just one thing. It's like, of course not, multiple reasons.
Which I agree with, and I can see it. But at the same time, I find it difficult because to understand, because I guess if the trend of being commercial, I think there's a trend. It's like there's a trend of these choreo classes, dressing a certain way, belonging to that community, posting, like, because I see it as well, you're posting of footage from your class, like, and it's a choreo, which to me, like, it doesn't resonate. I can still see that they are having fun, but it doesn't resonate to me because I'm not into it. Actually, choreography is the least favorite part of mine in dance, and that's why I find it difficult that someone who, let's say, starts with street dance and they like it would go, you know what, but I'm 15, but I won't make any money, like, in being. But
a lot of people think like that.
Yeah, I guess. And maybe that's why I have a more maybe difficult time because of my own bias, because I'm like, but I wouldn't want to do it. I know there's money. But I can freestyle. I can do other things that maybe.
But also bear in mind, you coming from Lithuania is different from someone growing up in the UK or
it
London.
is. Thank you very much for bringing that up.
Because it's you know how I guess like there's different cultural things, like they say a lot in like Asia, like the parents are very like,
Yeah.
you've got to do this and be a doctor or whatever, right? And there's that pressure. In the UK, it's like living in London is hard, and it's like you need money. So if you're saying to your parents, I'm going to be a dancer, and then you say, they're like, okay, how are you going to do this? They're like, well, I'm going to do some battles, and they look at it, they're going to go, your parents are not going to encourage you to be a battler. They are, however, going to say, right, if you're going to do this, if you're not going to go and do your GCSEs, you're not going to do your uni degree in accounting, this better be a good career path, because it's hard to make it in London. So I think, and it's the same with like New York and stuff. So I think a lot of kids are probably pressured into like, all right, you might love dance, and they might naturally have gone into freestyle, naturally gone into this, but their parents have probably said at some point, or people around them have said, how are you going to make a living off that? How are you going to do that? And they've gone, oh, well, and then they've been slowly pushed into the thing that makes money because it's a more sustainable career option.
It's interesting. It would be interesting to actually ask someone who maybe...
I just think there's more than one way to look at.
Yes, definitely. There's
to look at the issue. It's not just.
It's not one.
Like I think it's easy, especially if you're looking for if you're angry, and you're looking for an easy target. It's easy to be like, the reason there's not as many women is because men hate women. Fuck the men. Like that's very easy.
Oh, but no,
you don't have
we
to
like men. We love men. Come on.
No, but like I think there's part of it that's true. There's part of it that's this. Most issues in life are not black and white. They're mostly nuanced, and there's loads of different contributing reasons. So if our solutions are black and white, we're going to miss a bunch of things. So my point is, we need to think nuanced to tackle nuanced problems. We can't think black and white because most problems are not black and white.
Yeah, for sure. But to be fair, to say it as a woman, and who knows, maybe some people feel different. But I think now that I'm an adult, I actually think that we live in the best time. Even though in this climate, it's very, like, it can be very difficult, and there are some tragedies in the world that are happening. But in all honesty, like we live the longest, we live, like we have access to health, and I'm talking again, not everyone, but like, so the same way we move in dance, it probably must have been way worse
difficult. In the 80s or something.
Yeah. Or even like 10 years ago, I remember hearing stories when a woman would get to be, would be invited to judge and would be paid way less than.
Really?
Yeah, it's like plenty. So, and now as a woman, that's what I mean, from my experience, even the fact that men in my surroundings would ask me about how I feel, like, oh, how do you feel about being a woman in public?
They're showing
that means
interest.
that they show interest, and then they care about it. Because the last person they asked me, they said, oh, my, like the dance partner is a woman and I teach women, so it's like clear that they understand it. And also just how more inviting maybe people are, and yeah, it's just like
there's definitely more of a focus on like not being a creep, like not, making your students feel uncomfortable, like all these type of things, which we think there's a problem because of how much we're speaking about it. But the good thing is that how much we're speaking about it. You know what I mean?
And
like
it is changing, I think.
Like, probably in the 90s, no one was like, oh yeah, it's probably not appropriate to flirt with your students. Like, they probably weren't saying that. Now everybody's saying it, and we think, oh, there's so many people doing the, you know what I mean? It's like, I think it's more present in our minds, which is a good thing. Because it means it's probably
it is.
being highlighted more. The students maybe feel like they have more support. Or not just students, but anyone like that feels wronged in any sort of way. Like now if someone says, give it up with the ladies, they've got a fucking storm coming to them. Imagine saying something really misogynistic on them, or saying something racist, or like, whereas probably in the 90s, there was a bunch of shit being said that's like, this is the thing also, like we have to wrap soon, but we talk about, hip hop was so much better back in the days. Do you know how like racist, homophobic, misogynistic the hip hop culture was in the 80s and 90s? I'm glad I didn't live then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we live in even if people are like, want to dress like they're from the 90s and pretend, oh yeah, I wish I was born in the wrong era. Like, it's like, you probably are better off being born now than you were then.
We're good now, I think.
We're like, the golden era. Like, these pioneers and like people at the beginning probably were living in a time when there was a lot of like shit going on.
Yeah. And surely there was, and that's what I mean. I think there still is, there are still things that we need to tackle, or improve, but I think it is getting better. And the most important thing to note, because you know what always happens, and because you've posted me on the reels where people freaking come after me,
I did it on purpose because you're a woman.
Love it. You know what happens to me? I'm like, the worst thing that happens when you have these discussions and when people watch you, and I don't know how you feel about it because you do it every day, every week, but is that you discuss something, right? But people watch it, they're not in the discussion, and they have a different headspace to create their no narrative, or to say, oh, but you haven't mentioned this, or you haven't mentioned this. And that's what's so freaking difficult with podcasts. Yeah,
and it's like frustrating that they also, this is what like I had to very quickly learn to like breathe through.
Yes.
Is that people comment and it's like you can't get to them. They're just some person commenting and they're like, that's not true because of this. Like on that reel that went viral, The Jungle, there's so many people that are like, this isn't true or something like that, and I'm like, I want to grab them and pull them here on the pod and be like, okay, explain yourself for 2 hours, what was wrong with what I said? And when they're like, oh no, because you said this, and I'm like, yeah, but what about this? And they're like, you know, I know I could destroy someone like that, like that. And it's like, but they can just say their thing and walk away feeling like, yeah, I got him. And it's like, that's the frustrating part. It's like, you didn't have to answer, like you can say anything. Like someone, Neil deGrasse Tyson could be talking about science and I could be like, that's not true, and walk on. And it's like, I'm in my head, I'm right. And it's like, yeah, but that's different from having a debate with a real person, or like, you know what I mean? Like, or having to sit in. This is why I love pods, because it's like, it's a part of the reason why I started it, is because there's so many people that I see, especially in the dance scene, like bitching or talking about topics on Insta stories or on Twitter. And it's like, this is too short to express yourself. Like you're not explaining yourself well, especially when you're going back and forth and like arguing with someone. Yeah. So for me, I'm like, all right, if we're going to talk about shit, if you can talk for 2 hours, like you really feel something about the thing, and like what we would do is like we talk for a bit and then we realize, there's not really an answer, or we don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But and also sometimes 2 hours is not enough. That's what I mean as well. Where it's like whatever we say now, that can be, even if we do the most perfect job, it can be taken so wrong.
Well, that's anything. If you clip anything, it can be taken out of context.
It can be. So do your job well.
I am doing my job well. Clipping the perfect stuff out of context so that it gets engagement. That's my job. No, I don't think there's any saucy reels from this one, but I'll find something.
Yeah, please do.
This pod was for the real pod fans, I think.
Yeah.
Especially if you get to this part. Yeah. Because I think some people come and they're like, oh, what are they going to say about this show?
Well, get to the would you rather.
Yeah.
You'll have fun.
All right. Well, that's been over 2 hours.
Yeah.
I could do more, but you have to go. Where are you going?
Elephant and Castle.
What's his name?
Elephant. I wish I had a name. That's why maybe I play these desperate games of who would I date. Like, what's wrong with me?
Oh, we'll find you. We'll do you a blind date. That should be it. We'll do a blind date challenge. Did you ever used to watch No, that's a very UK
Jubilee?
thing. No, there was like an old game show in the UK called Blind Date, and it's like there would be a girl and then like a wall, and then like 3 guys, and then she has to like ask questions to them. And like,
listen, if you want to do a Dancer's Edition, like as but
you'd be able to know who they are or something. Like you could hear their voice. Like it would have to be people that you've never met or something. Yeah. Because it's like, and then she would say like, okay, where would you take me on the first date? And then it's like, okay, let's go to guy number 1. And then guy number 1's like, well, on our first date, I would take you here. And she's like, interesting. Like, and then they do that, and then they have to keep or doing tasks.
Oh no, I love these.
And then at the end, she has to pick one to go on a date with.
I love these. I've literally spent the whole day watching Jubilee or Orange Network. You know where they challenges. Yeah.
That's where this inspiration came from. I hear it. All right, well guys, if you stuck with us to the end, as usual, we love you. We'll give them a code. What's the code for writing in the comments? Kieran's the only person that wrote it last time, so no one listened it to the end. Weird word.
A weird one?
That they can comment if they've listened this far. Do you know what I mean? The Bratislava thing.
I'm trying that French word that is really difficult. On te constitue
I have no idea what you're saying. We're going to have to call Jen. I think you should write... Nope, that's something else.
I know.
But
I didn't even say it right. That's why.
No. What's the word? Pick a mix.
Pick a mix.
Right, pick a mix in the comments. If you listen this far. Yeah, it's just Kieran. All right, guys, we love you. Kamile, we love you.